This is Snake. Can you hear me? Good. The mission is simple. Put your geek pants on and infiltrate Foxhound. If you need backup, contact Ken and Chris on their codec frequency. Ready? Snake out.
Video popped up. That would be more. There it is.
Hey!
Welcome to episode 180.
180. Oh, that's a nice number. I like that.
That's a good number.
It's a good number.
That's a good
number.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, before I forget. So I have to do this. I have to show, for some people watching, there is my bit of a belly.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah.
So
hopefully it'll get smaller next time you see it.
the
But
one person watching
is
is getting a great show right now.
I don't know that they're watching live, but at some point they will check this
Well,
out.
we'll know. We'll know if that goes to 0 in a second.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on with this?
Look at.
I saw it. You showed me the picture.
But then in person.
It looks like the picture. I'm sorry. I'm just being an asshole. An asshole. And I was like, oh my God, that's awesome.
I had to do it in Stan's handwriting.
When you were like, I did something impulsive, I was like, I remember I was in the middle of responding to your previous thing. So then when you're like, I did something impulsive, and then my answer came up. I was like, no, I wanted to know what. And then you sent the picture. I was like, oh shit. And for a guy that's like me, who's no tattoos,
yeah,
to get a tattoo, and then to get a tattoo here,
yeah,
right? Like you're basically saying, no, I haven't fucking got a tattoo. You're
I
gonna be
got a
that
tattoo.
guy now.
I'll be
You're like,
like
I got a tattoo. You see my tattoo?
Hey, you see what I got?
Do you know what that
You
means?
see this?
You know what that means? And depending on their angle, they might go Excelsior. I don't know.
What's you guys do?
It's Excelsior, and then some people will go, oh, Excelsior, but other people will go, yeah, I don't fucking.
Well, the guy that did it, he's like, oh, probably better over here, maybe, or here. I was like, no, I want it there. It's for me. I wanted to like look at my arm and read it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if anyone else can read it.
I get that completely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally get that.
Good meaning. Because I have a new job.
Meaning, yay, fucklo, darling. Actually, I should say that too loudly in case I need plumbing work.
Because they'll fuck you.
They're gonna fuck me regardless.
Oh, they'll fuck you. I'll fuck you. Yeah.
It's not like they're gonna fuck me any less because I said complimentary things.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yeah. So
It's true.
yeah.
So, Chris.
So, Kenneth.
It's been a few weeks.
It's been a little while.
What we got to talk about?
Well, hold on. You missed your Cody Rhodes.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. What do you want to talk about? Yeah, wrestling.
What do you want to talk about?
Right now,
wrestling.
Now, the biggest thing in the room right now for us for wrestling is CM Punk.
Oh,
I will say for the record, I fucking called it. I said he was coming back for SummerSlam or Survivor Series, and you were like, no.
No, I just didn't know how they're going to work it out.
Your argument was, and I agree.
It's still kind of
because of Orton coming back.
Like, want to kind of take away from him.
And then you're like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, but. And then we're watching it. And then finally when it happened, because I was like,
yeah,
at this point, and then all of a sudden when Randy didn't turn or attack anybody, I was like, and we heard the song hit, and it was like,
but they did the fucking little copyright thing at the bottom first to make you think it was ending. Those sons of bitches.
Yeah.
And then it hit.
And then you see him, and
he looks in good shape.
To be fair, he never looked like he was in bad shape.
No, but he looks better right now than he did a few months back in AEW.
No.
I thought he looked a little bigger.
I think he looks about the same.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he looks
well, I'd see him with the shirt
and
off.
also,
with the shirt off.
Punk's one of those guys, he's never going to get too big.
No.
Because he learned his lesson when he first came. When he was in ECW, and everyone, and because I remember being like, oh, like the CM Punk.
Yep.
And then I seen him, and I was like, that's not, I don't recognize, like, this isn't CM Punk that I've seen in pictures and stuff like that. Because he'd always been much leaner. And then, of course, you watch the documentary, and he's just like, well, I was going to WWE, and I think WWE was huge. So, and of course, so then I watched, like, I don't call him fat, but I want like bulk punk.
Yep.
CM Bulk.
There it is.
There it is.
There
It was there. It was there. I just had to find it.
Yeah.
So when I was watching CM Bulk wrestle, I was like, this is the indie sensation.
This is the guy?
This is the guy. Oh. Okay. All right. And it's funny that I say that, and that was my reaction, because years later, when Chris Hero came,
Mhm.
and Chris Hero, well, obviously he was Cassius Ohno, and he's like got a belly and everything.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh shit, because I had seen him, and I'll touch on it. But when I'd seen him, he'd always been like lean, almost no muscle, and now he's got muscle and a belly, and I was just like, oh, okay, but fuck, did he move, right? So in retrospect,
Like Owens.
oh yeah, like Owens is another one.
A guy that looks like that shouldn't move the way he does.
But the difference is Owens always looked like that.
Yes, yeah,
Whereas
okay, that's true. Yeah,
Hero didn't always look like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, so of course, I'm talking about CM Bulk, and I was like, oh, I'm not really that impressed.
Yep.
Then I watched it was a best of DVD from his IWC in ROH years, right?
Okay.
And then I was like, yeah, that's the guy that matches those pictures. And most of the matches that were on that were like him and Chris Hero, because they had like tons of matches. So of course now I'm watching him and Chris Hero. I'm like, okay, this is why they hired CM Punk. I'm like, why the fuck didn't they hire Chris Hero? This guy's also friggin' awesome.
It's a 2-for-1 package,
right? But anyway, of course, so eventually Punk leaned out and started wrestling, and of course there's an adaptation to the WWE style too.
Yeah,
right, because like he doesn't get a lot of credit, but he was like a backyard wrestler first. Then he started getting trained by Ace Steel. So it was backyard wrestling first. Then it was like the Hardys.
Yeah.
And then they got trained. He got trained, and then he just went on his career, right? And but anyway, so Punk's back now. And like you were saying, they're saying, oh, he's on his best behavior. And some people are saying that's because he's not injured, right? Wait till he gets injured. And you're like, well, okay, that's
kind of makes sense. I know I get pretty bitchy when I hurt myself.
Nobody's in a good mood.
No one's in a good mood when you hurt yourself. No, you're pissed.
Especially when it's a constant nagging pain for X amount of time.
You're mad at everything.
Oh, God. So, I mean, I get that. But the other part I've been hearing is that he also knows he can't get away with shit here. Yeah. Right?
This is his last chance. He burnt the bridge at AEW. So, like...
did he? Like...
Though we did think Impact was a possibility because he was apparently there visiting.
I didn't really think it was a possibility, in all honesty. I was pretty much set 100% he was going to WWE.
Money talks.
And that's the thing. It was the only thing, like, if Impact could offer WWE money... Yeah. And there was no offer from WWE, then he would have been an Impact. Yeah. 100% he would have been an Impact. There's no way around it. But I don't think the situation would have been much different than in AEW. Yeah. I think because it would
kind of crowded in the back, probably.
I also think, like, a large part of it is, of course, because Tony Khan is a mark for CM Punk. Yeah. That's the biggest thing. And everyone's talking about that. They're like, well, Tony Khan's a mark. But it's like, are you forgetting who else was a fucking mark for other wrestlers? That promoters that were marks for wrestlers? Vince McMahon was a mark.
He put his body out there.
For Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
And so is Eric Bischoff. Yep. When Eric Bischoff was calling Tony Khan a mark for CM Punk, I was like, I wish that I was in the room with him. I could be like, so are you. All you did was suck Hogan's dick, proverbially. But maybe.
We don't know.
But like,
don't really want to know.
So you act like, oh, okay, like he's the only mark in wrestling, but like there's always Vince was a mark for Hogan. Yep. And then later it was Shawn Michaels. Yep. He liked Bret Hart, but he loved Shawn Michaels. Okay. And then after that, he was a mark for. Well, he ended up becoming a mark for Austin. Yep. And then John Cena. Yep. But it took a while for John Cena. Everyone else.
It did. It took a while.
Like for Cena. Angle was telling him, Jericho was telling him, and he's just like, and then all he did was rap. Yeah. And all of a sudden, Steph was telling him, and when Steph was telling him, he's like, maybe there's something with the John Cena guy. Which is ridiculous, because I mean, I've seen him, and he's a giant mark for Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yeah.
giant mark.
Oh yeah.
But Tony Khan's a mark for CM Punk, and that's a problem for this business. It's like, well, look at all Hogan had non-compete clauses in WCW, and he brought those non-compete or his own like his creative control. He brought that clause over to WWE. He's like, you want me? This is the contract.
Yeah.
And he got it.
Yeah.
Vince was like, sure.
Yeah.
You know? Now, granted, that'll never happen now.
Well, probably not now.
No, now.
I feel like Trips is kind of running things a little
And
bit.
also Endeavor.
Yeah.
Endeavor's probably going to be like,
and yeah.
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I notice you've got this little bit here
Mm-hmm.
where the wrestler can refuse to do things they don't want to do. No, get that shit out of there.
That don't work. That don't work.
That's not going to work for us. Well, yeah, we used to do that all the time. Yeah, no, I know, but we don't do that here.
Used to.
Right? So anyway, ultimately, honestly, I think, and I said this in our text now, I've lost a lot of respect for Punk in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So much so that it's actually made me look back and go, were you always the problem? Like, don't get me wrong. Okay. For the Summer of Punk should not have ended the way it ended.
No.
They fucked him on that one. They fucked him hard. You got over on your own when we want to push John Cena and Randy Orton. Fuck you. So they did everything they could to. It's the same thing they did with Daniel Bryan.
Yep.
Daniel Bryan got over. They did everything they could to stop it.
Yep.
It worked with CM Punk though.
They tried it for a bit with Knight.
Well, yeah.
They're trying to put a stop to it.
They're still like Knight's not quite where he was, but at least
It's gonna be harder now with Punk being back.
But that's the thing that like there's so many things now that I'm like now things are in flux because he's back.
I was actually thinking that Punk versus LA Knight would be like Austin Rock level.
Oh yeah,
The crowd would be cheering both. You do a double turn. Do a double turn the same night. Oh,
so LA turns heel and Punk turns babyface because he's babyface right
he
now.
tried to turn heel. I don't think he's gonna turn. He was heel and they were cheering him. Looks like The Rock.
Well, no, LA Knight is over. Like LA Knight is over. He's not as over as he was
Prior to Roman.
before Roman, but nobody is as over before Roman. In fact, Jay's over now because he's away
from Roman.
He's away completely, and he's way more over now than he ever was. Cody is getting back to where he was before.
After almost a year.
Yeah. But so like I mean, because they're talking literally the only two matches that I've heard since Punk has been back is Rollins and Reigns.
Yep.
And so when I hear that, I go, so Reigns is winning at Mania. He's going to beat Cody again for the second year in a row. And CM Punk gets to be the guy that beats Roman.
Yep.
Because there has to be the title, right?
I don't. Yeah.
And then he holds both titles for 2,000 fucking years. They will wheel Punk out with both belts to the ring.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get out. He'll do the variation of the go to sleep where the guy just hops on his knee. Then he'll win.
Trips and headbutts the knee.
Yeah. And then you get like Randy Reigns in the background just being like, it could have been me, but you had to fucking...
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to go... Everyone thinks it's Punk and Roman. I don't think so. I don't, maybe down the road, but I don't think he's going into the title picture. I really don't.
So you think his first big feud back with Rollins beats him to retain the title at WrestleMania?
Why would Rollins beat him at WrestleMania?
What do you mean?
You talking about Reigns?
No, I know, but like they're saying in order. So Rollins at Mania, and then Reigns later on this year. Or later on next year.
Yeah, no. See, I think Rollins and Reigns are both losing their titles at WrestleMania, and I think it's Cody and Punk.
I really hope so.
I really hope so. I really think it's Cody Punk. Honestly, the more I think about it, I think I think Riddle's going to come back, and that's where Orton's going to be. Now, how do you get Orton away from the bloodline for WrestleMania? You throw him out
Royal Rumble.
You throw him out the center. Why he wouldn't just keep going?
No, you beat him at Royal Rumble. That's it.
And then what? He just fades off into the distance.
I'm Roman Reigns. I beat you at Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I know you did, but I want another match because your bloodline buddies fucked me over. He goes, okay, great. I'll beat you at the middle pay-per-view. Yeah. I'll beat you again. Sure.
I don't know.
Oh, but this time I'll have help. Okay, great. Cool. Fuck you. I'm not having the match now.
There you go. That's what it is. Okay. So Bloodline helps
I do like
Reigns.
your idea. To be fair,
Bloodline
helps
Reigns. Bloodline helps Reigns, okay?
Yep.
Which leads to Orton being pissed at the Bloodline.
Naturally.
Solo and Jimmy.
Yep.
Brings Riddle back. RK Bro against Solo Jimmy. Riddle turns on him during the middle pay-per-view, and that leads you to WrestleMania.
Look, bringing back Riddle, like I said, as long as he got everything...
As long as he's clean.
Not necessarily clean, but as long as he's got his head straight.
Yeah.
Okay? Because my understanding was he just liked to smoke weed. And then you hear about it, and you're like, I don't do half the shit you've done high off my ass.
Yeah.
You know? Because my motivation is to do nothing. My motivation is to just watch whatever I'm watching, play whatever I'm playing, do as little as possible, and consume as much shit and garbage
as my body will allow.
Pretty much to the point where I'm just like, you absolutely have to stop eating. Think about how much shit you have to do for the next couple of days just to burn off. And it's crazy that now I'm just like, like literally today I was like, I could have this Persian, but that's 380 calories.
That's like an hour on a bicycle.
That I gotta burn off. Yeah. I ran up and down stairs today. And it was for about 23 minutes. 189 calories I burned.
Half a Persian.
Half a fucking Persian, right? So I didn't eat the Persian. Just so we're clear. I didn't eat the Persian. I can't believe I didn't though.
Yeah.
Because fuck, man, Persians, God.
Oh yeah. I can just see the tub of that ice there.
I literally thought the other day, I was like, if we get those donuts, maybe I'll cut those donuts in half. And then I'll just have half a donut. But I was like, no, I won't.
No, because you go back to the second.
There's no way I'm going to have just
Never
half the
happen.
fucking donut.
No.
I can't have it in the house. Yep. Otherwise, I'm going to eat the whole fucking donut. Because I'm going to eat the half donut.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I'm going to go, oh, fuck, I ate the half donut.
Yep.
I'm so great. I ate the half donut. And then 20 minutes later, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to go eat the other half donut. I mean, there's no reason.
No point in leaving it.
I worked out quite a bit today. Yeah. So that 380 calories, I earned it.
Really not? Yeah, I earned it. I always love that. I deserve this.
You know what? I will have a glass of protein milk and it'll even things out. Like, no, it won't.
No.
It won't. Just have the glass of protein milk and then throw those fucking donuts. I can't throw those donuts out.
Donuts, man.
I'm proud of myself. I have not bought them.
Yeah.
I've looked at them.
That's the trick.
I've come close. I've even done like this to the
to
the box. Like I went like,
I miss you.
I could totally buy you. I could totally fucking buy you, but I didn't. But anyway, okay. So the other thing I will say about Punk real quick is that like, so everyone's talking about how this will be a big boom for WWE.
Yeah.
It's not. It'll be a big boom for Punk.
Yep.
That's it. Because they're making money hand over fist.
Oh god,
they're making so much money that they basically just went. I guarantee you, they said to Punk, "Hey, get your best offer. Get your best offer from anybody. I don't care. I don't even care if they have a wrestling promotion.
Yeah,
get your best offer. Well,
oh yeah,
and then of course you're behind the merchandise team of the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love the new Punk shirt that was released today. Did you see it?
Oh, no.
No?
There's a new one?
Yeah.
New one beyond the one he...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he just shared it on his Instagram today. I'm going to pull it up.
I mean, to be fair, his merch is unreal.
Oh, his merch is always great. His merch is always great.
When he started, like, back when WWE, when he was there, and he had, like, the fist with the lightning bolt coming out of it.
Yep.
I was like, God damn, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Good thing you had it queued up.
There you go. Here it is.
But ultimately, if he's...
Hell froze over.
Oh no, that's the the hell froze over shirt. Okay. Yeah, because that one there he had on Raw.
Yeah, that one he had on. But look at that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty cool. Sweet.
So I think ultimately what happened. Truth be told, I think he just wanted to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and this is your ticket in.
He's wanted to be in WWE since the Fox show.
Mm-hmm.
Since the Fox show, he's wanted to go back to WWE. WWE said no. So he went, okay, I'll go elsewhere. And because originally AEW approached Punk to be one of the guys.
Oh, to kick it off?
To kick it off. And he went, no, thank you. And they were like, okay, cool. See you later.
Yeah.
And then years later, he was just like, hey, guys.
So I see you.
You know, it's
you're
weird.
Still around, so
I kind of want to wrestle. So if you want to pay me to do that.
Well, it's because he was on that kick where he thought he could be an actor. And then his movie went direct to video.
He's like, I don't understand. I'm really good at making people think I'm a wrestler. Just kidding. Just kidding. He's a legit wrestler.
Yeah.
He's a legit wrestler. He's way more legit than I am.
Yeah.
I can't even take a bump. I probably could understand, like, once I got the mechanics.
I want to try taking a bump.
I could probably do it, but I have a feeling I'll be like one of the many guys in the past where I've taken a bump and shat myself and then was like, I don't want to do this. I'm good.
I shouldn't have ate that Persian.
Those fucking donuts.
Donuts.
I should have ran flights of stairs. God damn it.
Fuck.
Or it's gonna be one of those where I do the bump.
Yeah.
And it hurts so fucking bad that I'm like, okay, cool. Can someone
pull me out?
Could someone drag me out of this fucking thing? I don't. You guys are cool. But yeah, so the Punk thing, ultimately, I think Punk is going to do whatever he does. I'm not going to predict anything. I'm not going to suggest that he's going to go and do the same thing he's done everywhere that he's ever been. I guess I kind of did. But you never know. Because even like he wanted to be in WWE, period.
Yeah.
Okay? So he's back in WWE. And even like whether or not he knows he can't get away with it, he pulled that shit under Vince McMahon.
Oh, yeah.
So, granted, Vince should never have fucking fired him on his wedding day. That's the coldest fucking.
That's super cool.
That's such a cold, like, fuck
like
you.
He was there for years.
Fuck you, and made him money.
Yeah. And it's not just like a wedding day to some random person. It was AJ who also wrestled for him.
Also, coincidentally, made Vince money.
Yeah.
And stayed there for a while. She ran out her contract there.
Yeah.
Oh, but they went out of their way to beat her longest reigning fucking. As soon as they could, they were like, "Let's do it," and let's get Nikki Bella to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that leads me into wrestlers.
AJ will be in the Hall of Fame.
Should be
now that he's back.
He should be. She should be in the Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't be surprised if they put her in this WrestleMania.
Her run was so short; it was disappointingly short. There was no choice. She was.
Mm-hmm.
She was like Beth Phoenix. She was at that weird time where
she got big later in life.
There was divas.
Yeah.
They weren't wrestlers.
That in between, yeah.
So she was in that weird time, and she didn't even get to hold the women's title. Charlotte Flair. Sorry to shit on Charlotte, but also not really sorry because, I mean, come on. Like, AJ Lee should have been able to be the one that said, yeah, I've held this title the longest. No one has ever held it longer than me, and I hate this title. Everything about this title makes me sick.
Yeah,
and it's ugly. That's another one.
It's ugly,
and it's fucking ugly. A butterfly.
Divas?
Get this shit out of here. Bring me my world championship belt, and then it's this new women's championship, and you're like, oh yeah, goddamn. And you still could have had the Divas title.
Oh yeah,
because then you could have Divas wrestle for it, and
go have your
pillow fights and
fucking Jello matches.
Jello matches where you're like
Jello lingerie match.
Like even in the Attitude Era, and I was a horned up kid, and I was still just like,
I wish I could fast forward this.
Yeah, it looks like you're rolling around in a pile of a pool of shit.
Yeah,
there's nothing hot about this.
Everything was hot till you got in the pool.
Now
it's gross. It's just gross.
Yeah. Also, you guys are flopping around. It's like, come on, this is Bush League. You know, there's porn, right? I could just watch that. I could just watch that instead of this. I don't need to mix porn and wrestling, although they've tried plenty of times.
They really have.
Ugh.
They really have.
Anyway, so now, of course, now you hear Kevin Sullivan was fired from AEW, and there's a whole bunch of negativity, and they're all looking at the WWE as the home, right? And Andrade, his contract is up. It's coming up soon. And obviously he's going to WWE. But here's the thing.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, in his case, why wouldn't you? But don't expect you to suddenly be in the main event.
No.
You're not going to be in the main event.
No.
You're not. You said it best.
I was a joke today when I said that.
You said
That's
it best.
the only way you get him on TV.
You said he was boring, and I was like, yeah. Actually,
Andre,
you know what?
He's boring.
The only time that I literally was like, oh, this guy, Andre, what is it? It was Andre Cielmo Andrade. Oh, he had like 4 names, and then Vince was like, that's a lot of
Andrade.
He's Andrade. Oh, okay, fine. I had a last name, but now I don't. But anyway, when he first came out in NXT, he was another Triple H guy that he hired, and I think he was wearing a mask before that. I think it was like La Sombra or something like that. And they made a point of saying like, he's such a handsome guy. Why would you put a mask on this guy for so long? And I was like, okay, all right. His head's large, but I guess, I guess I just
large head.
I guess I have large head envy, because everything on me is small except for my penis. Just to be clear, no, it's small too. Anyway, it's in proportion. Let's be real. But I remember thinking like, oh, okay. And he came out and he had a fedora, and he had like dancer's pants, like Fandango, okay, but not as flamboyant. So they were black, and then he had suspenders, and he did like a weird like entrance like through the ropes type of thing. And I remember thinking like, oh, okay, this is the character that they're gonna go with this guy. He was like smiling baby face the whole thing, and I was just like, okay, all right. And I didn't care. So when I was watching his match, I was like, I mean, like, he's good. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say he's not. He's good. He's a good wrestler, but I didn't give a fuck. Then Zelina Vega was paired with him. He turned heel, changed his look, did the whole mask thing where they took the mask off. Like, that's where that started. And Vega was his mouthpiece. And I was like, yes, this guy. Gave him a title. He was NXT champion. The matches were incredible. Then he went to he got called up to the main roster. And I was like, first of all, he shouldn't have been called up that soon. But they got like a race quota. I guess they have to have a certain amount of Mexican wrestlers on there.
Yeah.
Well, because they always have to appeal to the Mexican market.
Right.
So just wrestling in general is not good enough. They also need to say that too. Like, well, you know, Ray's not wrestling as much, so we you're like,
that'll make them feel a little better about smacking a Spanish announce table all the time.
Yeah. So well, he was called up, in my opinion, too soon, but he was called up with Vega, which I was like, okay, well, that's good because his English isn't the greatest. It's better, but even now I hear him, I'm just like, someone's gonna talk for him because this is so bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, ugh. But anyway, it'd probably be the same as if I went to Mexico.
They'd be like, ugh.
They would all just be like, oh,
hey, this...
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's throw bottles of piss at him and batteries. Fuck that cat. So, to be fair, I get it. Like, I don't know any Mexican, so it wouldn't be easy for me either. So, but like, just his wrestling alone is not enough.
Mm-hmm.
And so, okay, to be fair, so he said, okay, you're not going to push me the way I feel like I should be pushed. I'm going to go elsewhere. Goes to AEW, same thing fucking happened. Same thing. And quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Granted, like, he left and he was injured, but it was just a lot of, like, stop, start. And it's like, okay, but how is this going to be any different? There's something about, and same with Miro. I love Miro. I'm a huge Rusev fan. I was a big fan of Rusev.
Yep.
Same thing. Had Lana. Then they got rid of her. And they did the weird Dolph Ziggler thing. But then, okay, so he starts getting over with Rusev Day. And Vince goes, the chant's over, not you. And I was like, whoa, you fucking asshole. He goes to AEW. He does a weird gamer gimmick. Okay. I play games too, man.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not my identity. If anything, if you're going to say identity, you could say comic books. And even then, that's not my identity.
Yeah.
But you could argue that. But unless they go crazy with Miro in AEW, it's going to be the same thing. He's going to go over.
Yep.
And then what? He'll be a big deal for the first little bit. Miro, I think, will be a big deal for the first little bit, more so than Andrade. Andrade, you know, they'll pair him up with Charlotte Flair. Okay.
That's the only thing they can do. That's seriously the only way they can.
Unless they pair him back with Zelina Vega, and they don't mention anything about him and Flair being married at all.
Yeah.
And they keep that separate, and then she's his mouthpiece, but she can also wrestle too, so it's not like we're just totally keeping her out of the ring. Because to be fair, she's actually pretty good in the ring.
Well, I guess she could maybe get him to come over and help the LWO.
It doesn't even have to be the LWO.
No, but
I mean, it probably is.
It
because
probably would
you have
be.
to keep them all together.
yeah,
You can't have Mexican wrestlers wrestling without a group. Like
Yeah.
they have to be in a gang.
they gotta be.
They gotta be in a gang because that's what they do.
They gotta follow Dominic.
No,
That's a family.
that's a little different.
That's
a little
family.
different. It's the same. Actually, that's me. You got me there, you son of a bitch. Actually, I shouldn't say that because your mom is a delight. She's the exact opposite.
I know. I
of a
love
bitch.
saying "son of a bitch" too. But
I know, but for some people, you're like,
But I'm not
You're
insulting this person. I'm insulting their mother.
that's right, exactly. When
What
you
their
get
mom
older, you
did? Their mom did
realize.
nothing.
Just like when you call people a cocksucker, you're like, that's actually pretty
Yeah.
cool that you are. You know, like I
Mhm.
mean, it's great to know that that's a
Yeah.
possibility that
It
can
is.
happen. So.
It is. It happens.
And for the like, you look back at it and you're like, she's like that many dicks in high school. She must be really good at it. Okay, all right. Anyway, so ultimately, what I'm saying is, yeah, grass is greener on the other side, but sometimes grass is also greener where you water it. And Punk said that. He's actually said that line or a variation of that line. And yet this fucker goes, grass is green over there. I'm over there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's AEW's a thing now? Yeah, guys, I'll go over
I'll go there.
And,
They'll
and,
treat me better.
and Tony Khan's just like, you do whatever you want. Just don't try not to kill me.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I ask. And then he
Don't make me fear for
comes
my
close,
life.
comes close to killing him, and he's just like, Punk, the one fucking thing I let you shit on me in front
Do
of
you think
everybody.
he actually came close to killing him, or do you think Tony's just a bitch?
There is apparently CCTV footage of the shit falling down, and it was very close to
Oh
to
yeah.
Tony Khan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't watch it, so I can't tell you 100% for real. When you start throwing around their CCTV footage, yeah, it's a little bit more credible than, well, I saw it. And so did these other guys that also hate Punk. Like, okay. It's just like when they were doing the investigations for the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin Nash has some things that he said about that too, but I'll get to that in just a second, and then we'll segue into something else. But so because of course Punk said that he didn't throw the first punch, that Kenny threw the first punch.
Yeah,
that's what he said, and he was trying to protect the dog that was backstage. That was the other thing he had said, but. So and of course the Omega and the Elite story, the Bucks story was he fucking threw the first punch, okay, and he bit me. Like what? Okay,
I'm one with the dog.
When you start biting people, though, like that's fucked.
Yeah,
that's fucked. And also for them to go to the room or the backstage area where he was, the dressing room, and for Punk, like Punk's immediate reaction is, "We're gonna fight." What? You're how old? And you're going like, "We're gonna fucking throw bombs." Like, you shit on your boss on TV. Granted, he took it, but still, you did you did it. You said this shit.
Yep.
You fucking did this weird Colt Cabana rant for no reason.
That was strange.
The whole fucking scrum was strange. He went into business for himself, but thought it was going to be this cool thing, and like he thought he was going to get another pipe bomb moment. That's exactly what he thought. He 100% thought that, and until he tells me otherwise, that's my story. I don't know him at all, but if Bill Brooks suddenly goes, "Hey man, you're totally wrong,"
just shows up at Thunder Bay,
he'd probably just call me. I would say my number, but I don't want everyone calling me. The two people that are watching. Anyway.
It's one, but thanks for assuming two.
You gotta stay positive. But, so getting back to the long sort of thing is, I think Punk will do whatever. He might have a 2 contract deal, but I think he's going to do 1. And I mean, yeah, sure, you're on your best behavior now. Why wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
You're always on your best behavior after you fuck up. Like,
that's true.
You're
That's
never
true.
on your best behavior. Well, actually, if you don't fuck up ever, then you're always on your best behavior. So there is that. But like, you can't top that period after you fuck up. That's when you go above and beyond. That's when like you're fucking scrubbing toilets and you never would have had to be told. You know, you're folding that laundry on time. You know, like, so yeah, of course he's gonna be. And plus, he's back in a company.
Yep.
For the first time in years, right?
Kind of huge.
You know,
almost,
it is
almost a decade.
But you know, my only concern now is just fucking up the rest of the stories, because now you have to fit this guy in, and you can't.
So all these things, yeah.
And you can't fit him in at the bottom and make him work his way up. Andrade, you could do that with Andrade. You could put him at the bottom of the card and make him work his way up, and you should.
I kind of like that he was teasing Dominic, calling out Dominic. I honestly do it. Throw him up against the Judgment Day.
No.
He's going to put the money on the bank on the line. Him versus Damien for the money in the bank briefcase.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Yeah.
You just willed that into existence. I hate you. There's no.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So ultimately, I hope this is nothing but positives. I hope that it's everything that everyone wants. Because I'm weird. I want everyone to be happy.
You're kind of strange.
You know, even though, like I said, like I've lost a lot of respect for him, and it is tainted the shit that I've seen in the past from him, where I just kind of look at it and I go, yeah, maybe you're that asshole that's always around other assholes. Maybe it's you, right? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And like I said, I hope everyone's happy.
Yeah, me too.
I hope everyone's happy. The only reason why I'm hesitant with Dom is because while Dom is good, I haven't seen Dom have to carry another wrestler. He's in the ring with guys that have wrestled longer than him.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Yep.
Okay? But like I talked about this. I said they're throwing him with all these great guys, and it's the same thing with Roman. It's the same thing they do with a lot of these guys, and it's sink or swim.
Yeah.
Dominic swam. Yeah. He's still swimming. Yeah. To this day.
Oh, yeah, he's swimming.
Yeah, but
that kid's fucking.
I can't.
He's got a hell of a career ahead of him.
But here he is, and now I'm like, I can't wait to see this guy in year 3.
Yeah.
Year 4. Like, god damn. Like, Orton was brutal when he first started. He was main roster, and he was really bad. But he was in the ring with Triple H. He was in the ring with Ric Flair. So then he was also in the ring with Mick Foley. He was in the ring with Edge. Like, he was in the ring with Jericho, Kurt Angle, all these top guys. Benoit.
Yeah.
You either get good or you're done. You're not getting in main event.
Yeah.
You know? And now he's like Taker status for that company.
Yeah.
You know?
He's going to pass Taker.
He is going to pass Taker.
Well, you see the clip at Survivor Series that wasn't aired where he was walking out? He said, 10 more years, guys.
He's not doing 10 more years.
Oh, man. If he could do 10 more years.
He won't do 10 more years, but actually, you know, he might.
He could.
He could, because the last...
If he spreads it out and does just a few a year, kind of Taker style.
Well, that's the next phase. That's the next phase of his career.
Yeah.
For now, he's going to do a bit more.
Yeah.
But then the next stage, I think after the next year or two, he'll start.
I would love to see him pass Flair and Cena. God, I would love that.
So would I.
I really wish they gave it to him.
So would I.
Make him top.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's what, 13?
14.
He's 14. So he needs 3 more.
He beat Drew for that month.
Right,
yeah.
right. Oh, yeah. And then after that, Drew's run turned up.
Yeah.
Drew beat him, and then it turned up. I was like, oh, yeah, here we go. You know, granted, COVID sucked a lot of the wind out of that.
Oh, yeah.
But still, that first part of that run
was so good.
Bad. The first part was bad. Second part, after he beat Orton again, it was just like, whoo, 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 whoo. Okay. So I'm cautiously optimistic with Punk. That's where I'm at.
I'm about the same, but I'm happy to see him back. I'm happy soon.
And the reason why I'm hesitant is because there's all the snowball effect, right?
I wouldn't mind seeing him in the ring for another year or two, and then seeing him on commentary, because he could do fucking commentary.
Well, yeah, he's so good.
I think
that's the biggest
that would
problem.
be
Is
awesome.
He's so good. That's
He
the
is
other part.
so
He is
good.
so good. Like you want to fucking shit on him and just be like,
Yeah.
but it's like, no, he's actually really good. Like
do the Jerry Lawler thing where you're commentary and then like once in a blue moon, a guy in the ring calls you out.
No, not yet. I don't think so yet. I think give him another couple years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not necessarily 1 year, maybe 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah,
seeing how he is. Because again, like we're acting as if he's going to be on TV every week. It's been 2 weeks, or no, it's been a week.
Well, it'll be a week and a bit.
A week and a bit
because he was on last week's Raw and he's on this week's SmackDown. So.
That's right. But like. So he's not, and he's probably not going to be at a pay-per-view match.
Though he's put in maybe 4 minutes of TV time between everything he's done so far.
Yeah, I think like he's going to be on the attraction schedule.
Yeah,
where he pops in. He's not going to be like AEW where he's on a lot.
Yeah,
like on Collision, I think he missed 2 shows before he had to miss all of them.
Miss them forever.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't want to make it seem like I think Jack Perry was blameless in this. He acted like a baby too.
Oh, he's a baby.
He acted like a huge baby. Like the glass spot. Okay, you got your glass spot. Good for you. You did not have to go to the camera.
Did not need it.
You did not have to go to the camera and go, "It's real glass." And he said something. It was a Punk reference, but I can't remember what it was. But anyway, it's real glass. You little bitch, or something like that. And so, of course, Punk is going to confront him.
Yeah, be pissed about it.
Of course, because I would too. I'd be like,
senior guy
are you kidding me?
Telling you, because he's worried about your health, you don't need real glass.
And the truth is, you don't need real glass.
You don't need real glass.
Do you think at home I'm going to go, man, I really wish they used real glass? When Goldberg fucking sliced his hand open, I wasn't like, that is so cool. I was like, oh, fuck, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh,
ow.
God damn, because your hand is a really rough one to hurt. Yeah. Well, because you had to have surgery.
Yep, still healing.
Like, fuck.
Still healing.
So, cautiously optimistic, that's where I'm at. Mm-hmm. Not so much with Andrade. Andrade is going to be mid-card.
Yeah. Well,
mid-card at best.
Yeah.
He's not going to be main event, part-time main event. He is going to be strict mid-card.
The only way he's main event is if you put him on NXT.
Right. Or, like you said, you pair him with Charlotte.
Yeah,
and most of the main event guys are injured or COVID or something, or they're on vacation.
Yeah,
and you're scrambling for guys.
They all went with Roman to his island for
and all those like part-timers, like established part-timers like Ray and Punk, and they're all gone. Like. Oh, before I forget the Kevin Nash thing. The Kevin Nash said he should have been fired. He should have been fired the second he punched anybody. He said, "I've had altercations in the past. I've never punched them in the face. I've slapped them, but I've never punched them in the face. Because you don't punch the guy in the face, right?"
Yeah.
And also, Daniel Bryan was the guy, or Bryan Danielson was the guy who ultimately had.
And now he's turning that around online, saying it wasn't him.
Well, he's probably getting a lot of hate.
Oh yeah.
From Punk for that, but
yeah,
if Bryan Danielson is saying you need to be fired, you need to be fired.
Yeah. You
need to be unemployed, however you want to word it.
There's another guy that should go to WWE before he dies.
He will.
Because AEW's going to kill him.
It's mostly him.
Yeah, fuck, man.
But I agree.
These guys just don't you're old now.
I agree.
You can't do what you want to do anymore.
The shit that Sting was doing, the shit that the Hardy Boys.
Is it worth it? You're that age, you put in this career, you could potentially paralyze yourself.
And also, Sting was never known to be that guy. He didn't do a lot of those bumps.
No. And these bumps aren't even happening at pay-per-views. They're happening at freaking weekly shows.
Exactly. If you're gonna do it, make people pay for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how that sounds, but that's the thing.
It's true.
But and that's the thing. Well, I think actually ultimately, I don't know that Daniel Bryan will go back to WWE, because if he does, he won't be able to wrestle. Because that's one of the reasons why he left. They were never going to clear.
Well, he's gone. He's wrestling now. Go back to WWE, help in the back.
Right, but
train the new guys.
He got cleared by other doctors. He didn't get cleared by their doctor. And he said that. He said, I had a team of NFL doctors, but this doctor wouldn't clear me. Their house doctor wouldn't clear me, so I couldn't wrestle. Which, okay, I would hate to be in that situation too. But I do agree that There has to be changes with AEW. There has to be at least
Oh, yeah.
somebody that can
It's-
sit there and
yeah.
say, no, you can't fucking do this.
Mhm.
Okay? Because seriously, you got kids.
Yep.
Do you want to die in the ring? Is that how you want to go? Or do you want to be like fucking what's his face? Tom Billington, the Dynamite Kid,
Mhm.
confined to a wheelchair till the rest of your days?
Right?
And that's if you're lucky. That's if you're lucky.
It's crazy. Some of the stuff these older guys are doing is just nuts to me.
The one with Sting blew me
And
away.
I'm
'cause
so
like I said,
I'm so worried about fucking Evan Copeland being over it. Right now he's okay because he's with Christian. He's okay right now with Christian.
Copeland's a different beast though, because Copeland. Well, actually, I'm saying Sting never really did that style, and now he is, and it's just like.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Mm.
I think Copeland's a little bit more level-headed, and I think maybe it might be one of those things where Sting might be looking at it because he's like, obviously this is his last run.
Oh yeah.
Like this is it. So he might just be like, I'll just do this and get this over with. Because I mean, he came back from that buckle bomb.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But also, again, it's tough. It's tough because, I mean, how do you say to Sting? No, you can't do that.
Well, they can't even say it to Ric Flair.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
Ric Flair's what? 75?
That's another one. I don't think.
I don't want to see an old guy die in the ring.
I don't think he gets in the ring though. I don't think he wrestles.
I hope not.
I really don't think he wrestles because his retirement match was unbelievably gross.
Yeah, but yeah.
I know it's Ric Flair.
It's Ric
I know
Flair.
it's Ric Flair.
It's
Believe
Ric
me,
Flair.
I know it's Ric Flair.
Yeah.
I'm saying this more like wishful thinking. But I
hope
really
he's like, hey, Sting, let's do a match. And Sting's like, no.
Oh, yeah.
You're like 11 years older than me. And you almost died in your last one.
Yeah. But anyway, so that I'm out for wrestling now. That's it. I got
tapping?
I purged.
Tapping out?
I purged it all out.
Let's get purge.
You got anything to purge about wrestling?
No, you purged it all.
Good.
You talked about everything.
Good.
I want to talk about.
Okay.
Except our truth.
Oh yes.
Best return of Survivor Series.
Oh my god. You know it's funny online. He's getting flamed. They're like, it's not funny. I'm like, I don't fucking care. First of all, I find it funny.
It's hilarious.
I've always found our truth funny.
Yeah.
I was so happy to see him.
Oh,
I'm
it's
so
awesome.
like fuck, man. Like just like I love you, our truth. I do.
Yeah.
Like he's so
hilarious. Great. I love how he's doing this little thing with Judgment Day now, where they're not beating him up or anything. You're just like, dude, stop coming in our clubhouse.
You know what's gonna happen is he's gonna join.
Yeah.
He's gonna Sami Zayn that shit. He's gonna get in. Eventually, gonna be like, you know what? I guess you could say JD McDonough because he's now part of the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
But they're eventually gonna.
There's the guy with the big head.
Oh yeah.
I watched him come down the ring. He looks like a fucking Funko.
But also, like, it almost looks like his shoulders are just in two. So there's not like. It feels like it's.
He's got a weird build.
Yeah. Yeah. Like never.
No.
Like he was on the main roster when Vince was there, and then I think he was on for one, maybe two Raws.
And then right back.
And then he was gone. He wasn't on NXT or anything like that.
Really?
He was just gone. And I knew it too. Like I saw him. First of all, he's short.
Yeah.
That's one. And he's like noticeably short, right? And he's not Rey Mysterio. So you can't get away with that, right? And then second of all, big head, weird physique. Like I showed the Geek Pantsers earlier. It's not like I've got this Adonis physique.
No.
You know, like he looks
your
like
head,
great
your head works with your body.
Yeah. Well, for now. For now. But it's also, I had the same feeling with Pete Dunne, though. Butch.
Yeah.
It was the same thing. I was just like, ooh, Vince is not going to. And luckily, he hooked up with, I guarantee you, Sheamus was like, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I got this idea. Give me Rich Holland. Give me that, give me Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
And you'll see. You'll see. You'll see. I guarantee you it was more of a Sheamus idea.
Yeah. I can see that.
Or even if they said, hey, Sheamus, we want you to have a group of guys and we'll call you like the Brawling Brutes or something. Do you have any suggestions on who you want to work with? We really want you to work with Ridge Holland because he's young and he's built. Like, he's basically a prototype WWE guy.
Mm-hmm.
So who else? And he probably went, oh, Pete Dunne. Let's take Pete Dunne. And he probably might have said Tyler Bate. And they're like, you can't have two short guys.
Yeah.
And have two fucking short guys in your group.
Yeah, one short guy.
One short guy. He's like, okay, Pete Dunne. And I would take Pete Dunne over Tyler Bate, even though they're both.
Yeah, no, Pete Dunne.
Like, Tyler Bate is awesome in the ring, but he hasn't found the right character yet.
Yeah.
And that's the big problem. Whereas Pete Dunne was already killing it as the bruiserweight. with the singlet and the fucking fur like
Yeah.
shawl thing. He just looked like nothing.
Yeah.
You know what? He looked like vintage Taz, actually.
Oh, Taz.
Vintage
Yeah.
Taz, because same idea.
Yeah.
Singlet, he had the towel.
Yeah.
He was also short, but he was a fucking killer. But yeah, I would take him over Tyler Bate. There's more money in Pete Dunne, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's money in Tyler Bate. I'm not discounting him, but having said that, you look at Ilya Dragunov, and he's Bate, everything that Bate is, but with a better character.
Yeah.
Or at least a better understanding of his character, so he knows how to market that character. He's so good. I really want him on the main roster. I really would like him to be the guy that beats Gunther for the title. Although, if he's going to be the guy, they'd have to bring him up now and then just have him destroying people until Mania. So he's not going to be the guy that do it.
No. I want Gunther and Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and then
give Lesnar the IC. He's never had it.
Or just have Gunther beat Brock Lesnar.
Oh.
Oh yeah. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Gunther mark, you know? Anyway, fuck wrestling. That's enough.
Oh,
we talked over a half an hour for it, so.
Yeah, well, we had 52 minutes.
Yeah, both.
That's a good run.
We're good.
About a half hour.
We're good.
I round down.
Well, no, because if we started at 7:29, so 7:29 to what time is it? 55 or 52?
Well, it says live for 53 minutes.
53 minutes.
We started early, so
yeah,
about 50 minutes.
Yeah, long enough.
It was a while.
All right,
but we had a lot to get out of our system. Too many freaking returns in a couple weeks span.
Okay, I'll. Do you have anything? Do you have anything at all?
Anything at all? Godzilla -1.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Godzilla -1. It came out last week. Canada had 11 showings, so we never got it here. But we're getting it this weekend, so yay.
Is it just for the weekend?
No, it's for a weekend at least. It's in all next week.
Okay.
They haven't put next Friday's time up yet.
Maybe I might go Sunday then, like an afternoon matinee.
Yeah.
I feel like if I don't do it now, then I probably won't do it.
Yeah.
Because like time, it's Christmas. It's time.
I know, it's
shit,
so much going on.
Hold on. What are you doing Sunday afternoon?
Sunday afternoon, I might actually go watch Marvels with my dad.
Oh, that's still in the theater.
It is.
Okay.
So I might be doing that Sunday afternoon.
Huh. I have to talk to the neighbors tomorrow night and see. Well, yeah, because we do have to see that in the theater. I really do want to see that in the theater.
I'm probably going to watch it twice, to be honest with you.
Especially after watching Blue Beetle, I really want to see this in the theater. But yeah, anyway, so Godzilla.
It is the highest rated blockbuster movie of the year. It passed Oppenheimer. So it's got the highest reviews out of any blockbuster movie this year.
I mean, it looks incredible. What was the budget on it?
Yeah, what was it? 15 million? Wasn't it something dirt small?
Yeah, I said that to you. I gave you that.
I think you said 15, right?
Just let's back up.
It opened to 11 million last weekend, and it is officially the largest Japanese language film ever released in North America. Like 11 million doesn't seem like a lot, but when you consider the budget and that this is a Japanese film, that's a fucking lot of money. And you know what? It's going to go up next weekend. It's going to be even more this weekend.
Okay, so
I can't believe I got Monarch, this, Godzilla X Kong. Oh man, what a time!
$15 million.
15 million,
and that's the coolest, most lifelike looking Godzilla that I've seen since Godzilla 2014, American Godzilla. Not to knock Shin Godzilla, but
Shin looked awesome too. But
he looked awesome.
Shin is weird though.
But Shin
is not for everybody.
Yeah.
This can be for anybody.
Yeah, but I mean, even visually though, Shin Godzilla does not look as good as this Godzilla.
No,
this
Godzilla's
holy fuck.
incredible.
Holy fuck.
Incredible. I can't get over like I keep watching the same clip over and over again. The scene with the boat when it's shooting at him when his head's coming out of the water.
Oh,
You've never seen that with Godzilla before. This looks so epic.
I haven't even watched the trailer for the Godzilla
Kong movie. Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't
the
even watched the
Empire.
trailer for it.
Yeah.
Not even once. I've seen this one 3 times already. I'm just like,
It's kind of like I almost feel like they should push Godzilla.
they
XL.
should.
They shouldn't release it in March.
They should.
It's too
They
close
should
to
totally
this. It's too
push it.
close to this. Everyone's going to compare it to this. Push it to the fall.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to get comparisons anyway,
Yeah.
but you might as well push it far enough that it'll be out of most people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, God, anyway, fuck. But yeah, no, it's...
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm stoked.
So I'll talk to my
Can't wait.
neighbors, and if
Can't wait.
they're not going to see... if they're not looking to see the Marvels this weekend,
Yeah.
then I think I'm just going to go see Godzilla.
Yes.
I will text you, let you know how good it is.
I'm pretty positive I'm going to go tomorrow night. Right at 7:30. Maybe I'll watch it again at 10. I don't know yet.
Okay, well then maybe
I might watch it. I might watch it and just take it in the visuals, and then watch it again so I can read the subtitles.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah. So what a good year for Godzilla though. Two hits.
2 hits.
Well, 3 if you count Monarch, which I do.
I do.
Because fuck, that looked good.
Have you
too.
watched any of it yet?
I haven't watched.
Oh, it's so incredible how they're tying in all the movies.
It's tough because Hilda season 3 is out now.
It's a hard knock life.
Hey, those animated Netflix TV shows, I gotta tell you.
I know.
Although
I'm finally making my way through Castlevania.
yeah, that's been on my watch list for a while.
I never realized it was created by Warren Ellis.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna watch it though.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
And look, I watched the first episode and I was just like, holy shit. But at the time I had such a huge backlog.
Yeah.
I gotta leave it. But it's on still there, and I'm like, I'm gonna check it out though.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
It
I
looks-
watched the first
It
one.
looked and felt
And I was
incredible.
like, this is awesome. And then I never watched anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm on like this animated kick right now.
Still haven't watched Pluto.
I'm 3 episodes in.
I did the 20-minute
Yeah,
start,
they're so long.
and I just and you know what it is that like because like I said I read the manga, so
Well, hey, you
know
you
I love it.
you.
I love it. But so I know that this is a thought, like a thinking one.
Yeah.
You know, like it's more like Neon Genesis Evangelion, where you have to pay attention. You have to watch it. You can't just background and go, "Oh, something cool is happening," right?
Yeah,
So it's just like, you got to be in the right mindset.
you really do. It's not a good show to watch late at night
No,
because your mind's wandering because you're tired. And just,
Yeah. or like sometimes it's just hard to focus. Period.
Yeah.
Right. Depending on the day, right? So it's tough. It's a tough time to fit it in, and also because like me, I think you're like me too, where some of the stuff you have to save until after she's gone to bed.
Yeah.
You know.
Which is almost all the stuff I enjoy watching.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's
Not
just
saying that we didn't watch shitty stuff. We watch a lot of great stuff. Like we're watching Christmas movies right now.
Yeah.
Candy Cane Lane with Eddie Murphy is fucking hilarious.
okay.
It's on Prime.
Okay.
It's
All
so
right.
funny.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, but no, we're watching a lot of good stuff right now.
But and it's the same with Michelle and I too. We watch a lot of good stuff together. It's just a lot of the stuff that I want.
It's
She's
like
not really
so
into.
like horror movies.
So it's
She
just
won't watch anime.
Yeah.
So like
so
whatever.
and then you have to make the choice. Okay, well, do I devote the next hour to 2 hours, depending?
Yep.
To video game
Right?
or movie?
Which backlog do I want to hit?
Yeah. Or TV show?
Some comic book?
Or
Yeah.
or even books
Yeah.
or jerk off. Like there's so much. Well, that last one you can fit in whatever. It's not like it takes a long time.
And you can do that while watching a movie.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Those
Games
pornographies
Games
that
too, I
mentioned
guess,
earlier.
depending on how
I'll tell you right now, the guy that jerks off while playing video games is the guy I don't want to meet.
that's the guy that played Tony Hawk one-handed.
I disagree. I don't think that person. Man, it's the only time I'm not going to name drop because that is such a cool feat. But that person definitely did not.
No,
Jerk
because
off.
his other hand was broken.
Exactly.
But if it wasn't broken and
He
he was
could-
capable of doing this,
I don't think he would. I don't think he would. I'll tell you right now, the conversation, like if you suddenly just said, "Yeah, I'm that guy," I'd be like, "We can't be friends anymore. Like we really can't."
Why Tony Hawk?
Why any game?
Yeah.
Like even those like date sims or what? Because like Japanese, yeah, they've got like porno.
They
games.
got weird shit, man.
There's
I've
porno
heard
games.
about like Wii apps that I wish I'd never heard of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. But even then, like it's like I liken it to the guys that were buying porno comic books.
Yeah.
You had to be a certain age. You had to be the same age to buy a porno comic that you had to be to buy like the porno.
Buy real porn.
So it's like, I mean, I get it. Also, price wise, they're not because the porn comics were more expensive too.
Yeah.
They weren't like $3 an issue. They were like $5.99, $6.99 because again, the comic
American.
shop, well, it's not even. Yeah, exactly. But again, the comic shop doesn't have a market
For
right?
porn comics.
Like not.
Gary still has a little little shelf.
Yeah.
He's got that little shelf still.
But no one's like kicking in the door and just being like, "Do you have the latest issue of I don't know, Raven Tits? I don't know what the fuck."
Well, I mean,
Ravenclaw, and of course the cover is just barely covering her nipples.
I think was it Dirty Fairy Tales or something like that? Red Riding Hood just got like strips.
That's exactly that is 100% one, or at least it's very close. But I know exactly
it's something like that. About. Something like that.
Yeah, because there was.
I'll look at one every now and then. I'm just like, why?
Oh, it was what's her face and the Three Bears.
Oh, Goldilocks.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears, same thing.
Yeah.
That Goldilocks just barely covering. Like, oh man.
The funny thing is, most of those comics are on like issue 200. They got a great run going.
They're
passing Marvel
again. And I don't want to make it seem like I never looked at them. I looked at them.
Goldie Tits has more issues than Venom.
I looked at them, and I'll tell you right now, the art wasn't even that good either.
No.
Like, it's, like... So, again, why not just fucking buy a porn mag? Or these days, just look at your phone. Like, just...
Yeah.
This is a porn machine.
Maybe they're into bears. It's hard to get bear sex other places.
But okay. Anyway. I don't even. What?
And with that.
Okay. All right.
Beautiful segue that was.
So the last thing I want to mention before we talk about Blue Beetle is, you know what? Let's just talk about Blue Beetle.
What was it? Well,
they're talking about the Highlander reboot.
Oh yeah.
With Henry Cavill.
Bear sex can't really transfer into Henry.
Well, I guess because
he's got a fuzzy chest.
I was gonna say he does fit the bear profile.
Poor Henry.
But not
like
an actual bear.
Right.
But an actual like a homosexual man.
Oh, thank you for breaking that one down.
Who has muscles, or I guess not necessarily muscles, but he's just a big guy and he's hairy and because of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I also know that there's an otter.
What's an otter?
An otter is also a hairy man, but he's got more of a slender, athletic build.
Oh,
there's that. That show is the greatest fucking show. I haven't watched any of the latest seasons, actually, believe it or not.
I think I'm up to 14.
Yeah.
I can't even find all the shows that got banned. You can't even buy them digitally. They're like gone from existence.
Yeah. Fucking internet, eh?
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
Damn.
But anyway, so Chad Stahelski would be the director and possibly writer of.
Now, he sounds familiar. What's he done?
He's done John Wick.
There it is.
1,
2.
2. Hold on. 3. And also 4, believe it or not.
4.
And he will also be doing 5.
5. You're like one digit away from the Spaceballs code.
That's right.
1, 2.
Your password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
I gotta rewatch that movie again, man. It's
man.
Such a great movie. But all in all, if they do Highlander with $100 million budget. First of all, it's insane to think of $100 million as a low budget movie.
Right.
That's what it was referred to in the article that I read.
Low
Whether or
budget.
not that it happens, but we're at the stage now where $100 million is considered low budget.
Right.
Although
They just made that Godzilla movie for 15.
yeah, they made it for $15 million, and it looks absolutely incredible.
Why can't the U.S. do that?
Well,
We like to blow money. That's why.
No, it's because I think honestly, like I said, the conspiracy theory, but I think what it is, part of the built-in budgets are extra money for the CEOs.
Yeah.
It's just a way for them to get paid more without actually getting like official stubs. Like
It's probably 15
money
million
tracking.
alone to get Henry Cavill.
Is he worth 15 million? I like him.
I don't honestly know what actors get paid anymore. I know that Jim Carrey's making 20 million for The Mask back in the 90s, so they gotta be making quite a bit now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess I just I mean I also never really think about it. I haven't thought about it in those terms for a while now.
But also,
They also don't talk about it much now either.
Yeah, 100 million for a Highlander movie is stupid. We're talking about a series of movies where half of them were direct to video.
Yeah, like it reminds me Spielberg, I think, like they've been talking about it recently, but Spielberg like 10 years ago was already predicting this shit where he's like, you got to be careful with these budgets because eventually the budgets are going to balloon to the point where there's no way these movies will make money. And the only way that the industry will change is by having a series of movies that bomb because there's no fucking way they can make any money. Like, look at this. So,
yeah.
Most movies are on a budget of approximately 250 million. That seems to be the standard. Okay, so 2,000 times 2.5. So in order for a movie that costs 250 million to make, in order for it to see a profit, it has to make. Can you read that number out to me?
$625.
That's million, you asshole! You knew it. You fucking knew it. I gave you an opportunity to speak because I've been speaking a lot for this last hour and a half.
Tell me I didn't read exactly what you had on
You
there.
did read.
Yes. Yes, I did.
I was hoping that you would do this thing called extrapolation, but you probably don't even understand the word.
What?
What was the gibberish that you just said? Xylophone? That's another X word, right? Anyway.
Xavier.
Yeah. Excelsior beat you to it.
You start to the
put
knee.
that on your
Start
fucking
to the
arm.
knee, you idiot.
Yeah, well, so is extrapolation, you idiot. I knew you didn't know that word. I knew you didn't fucking know that word.
Fine, you read the dictionary and the thesaurus. Good for you. I'm happy for you. I do more exciting things when my wife goes to bed. Thank you very much.
Evidently, play video games and jerk off. Getting back to
right.
So we're already going through like bombs, right? Like, Marvel's is a bomb.
Holy Jesus Christ, it is ever a bomb. 187 million? The first made over $1 billion? What the hell happened there?
I knew the second one was not going to make.
You know what happened there? The fact that people had to watch 2 Marvel TV shows to understand this movie.
Yeah.
3 actually, right? Because doesn't Secret Invasion tie into this a bit too?
I think that's part of the required.
So I'll be a little lost there because I haven't watched Secret Invasion yet.
But see, I don't think you really have to. I don't think you do.
Yeah.
I think even though it's the shortest runtime ever, I think they're going to do enough to. It'll be like the first Avengers. Okay.
Okay.
If you didn't watch all the other movies, you could still watch Avengers and get a sense of who they are within the first 30 seconds of seeing them. You got a sense of Black Widow right away.
Yeah.
You got a sense of Captain America and Nick Fury
Mm-hmm.
right away in that scene.
Yeah.
And you got a sense of where Cap is on this issue. Iron Man,
Mm-hmm.
Pepper Potts.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Hawkeye.
Yep.
Thor. Tell me you needed to watch all those movies. No, it made it better. It complemented it.
It did.
Right? So I don't necessarily think you have to, but They make you feel like you have to.
They make you feel like you have to.
Like you have to do homework
100%
to watch these movies.
100%.
So,
And it's not just watching 4 2-hour movies anymore. It's watching fucking 10 hours of television.
So that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem. The other part is like we're really far removed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I mean obviously some of it can't be helped.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, let's be honest here. Captain Marvel made over $1 billion because it was in between Infinity War and Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
And Infinity War had that cliffhanger ending that led into that movie.
Yep. 100%. Just like
now,
here's a controversial one. Just like Spider-Man Far From Home made $1 billion because it was after Endgame.
Yep.
Yeah. Would it have made $1 billion if it wasn't after Endgame?
Probably not.
No. It would have done better than Homecoming, for sure.
Yeah.
It would have done better. It wouldn't have done $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, No Way Home, however, yeah, it was always going to make that.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I shouldn't say that because we were saying it'll do $1 billion. We were saying it was going to do
never
$1
thought
billion.
it'd do $2 billion.
But never thought it was going to do $2 billion. Actually, I think you were saying it was going to be bigger than some of the Avengers numbers. You were putting it the 1.3, 1.4, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And I was saying, I think it'll be around the $1 billion. And then I think ultimately, if I remember correctly.
Nostalgia is a crazy thing, you know?
I don't
got
know.
Toby and Andrew and
Sorry.
Willem Dafoe.
We watched The Flash. And you're right. Nostalgia is a crazy thing because we watched The Flash. Also, we watched The Flash in the theater.
Yeah.
When we both said we weren't going to.
Yeah.
And the reason why we watched it
was for everyone else that worked on the movie, not that person.
It was also the main reason was to see Michael Keaton as Batman.
That was definitely
that was the biggest reason.
That was the main reason. Though I'm really happy with Supergirl in that movie. I wish we could see her again.
Oh, Supergirl was awesome.
She was so good in that.
Super awesome. Like,
yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Super
awesome.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it.
I was making sure because extrapolation was tough.
What?
Xylophone? Oh no, it doesn't start with an X, it's an E. Anyway. So actually, but what I like about this topic is now we're bleeding into our actual topic.
Yeah.
We're going to do it.
It's probably what the two people here are waiting for.
Over an hour.
It's okay.
But you stuck around, and that's what's important.
Who's on with us tonight? Drop a comment. Say hello.
Roll call.
Roll call.
Shut up, Chris. Shut up, Chris.
No, keep going.
Anyway, okay.
I'm just
so
decked
Blue
out in John Carpenter.
Beetle.
Yeah.
Budget $104 million. Box office 129.3.
I made a profit. No,
no, not even close. Not even close. So, the thing that pisses me off the most about this whole thing is that within the first 5, maybe 10 minutes of this movie, I was like, oh man, I should have saw this in the theater.
Yeah, me too.
I should have fucking seen this in the theater because I knew it was going to be good. I shouldn't say I knew it was going to be good. I had a feeling it was going to be good. I had a feeling I was going to like it. I saw the trailers. I thought the trailers looked good for the 2 trailers that, or the 1 trailer that they showed twice. I didn't see a lot of marketing after that.
Yeah.
And especially because in the first 5 minutes of The Flash, I was already I fucking hate this movie. I fucking hate this CGI, slow motion, baby bullshit. It was all just oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
Already, fuck you. Whereas
this,
I was like, oh, man.
I almost think they should have pushed this to next year and had it the official kickoff.
Oh,
Putting this in the DCEU, that's dead, was a horrible mistake.
Well, and then to try and backtrack and say, well, hold on.
Yeah.
Blue Beetle's actually a part of this.
Really? Because you never said that before.
I thought he did.
Now
he is. Oh, yeah.
But
okay,
before he wasn't.
No, before this. No.
This was the budget's so high because they did 3 reshoots on this because it's going to be part of this. Actually, no, reshoot this part. It's going to be, you know what?
Yeah, because this was originally going to be an HBO Max movie.
Yeah. Yep.
And then they said, no, we'll actually put this in the theater.
Mm.
And then they went, and then they went finally, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're right. Yeah, there was a ton of reshoots. All right, let's do this first.
Let's do it.
Okay, so directed by Angel Manuel Soto. Written by Gareth Dunnett Alcocer. Alcocer? I don't know how to pronounce.
I was looking
his
forward
names.
to you reading this.
Yeah, I
cast
know.
list.
I know. Fuck.
Who played Blue Beetle?
I'm almost there. Almost there. His like the hardest one out of us. There's a few. Produced by John Rickard, Zeb Foreman. Okay. Starring Holo Mariduena. No, hold on. Mariduena. Duena. It's nya. That's because they got the little squiggle.
Right, the squiggle.
Yeah. And the only reason I'm saying holo is because every once in a while I get a waka bowl at Freshie. I honestly have no idea how it's pronounced. I really don't. Sorry.
Yeah.
We got Adriana Barraza. Thank you for having an easy one. Damian Alcazar. Thanks again. Raul Max Trulio, which is the best name.
Yeah, that's a sweet name.
Blew my fucking mind because I didn't even know she was in this movie. Susan fucking Sarandon. I literally did this and I went, she's in this fucking movie?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It was weird.
It was super weird. And then, but of course, when I saw her, it's like, oh, she's going to be a bitch. She's 100% she was. This is the only one I'm going to say. I don't normally do this, but cinematography, but I am saying it because the cinematography of this was great.
Gorgeous.
This was a great looking movie.
Yep.
Paweł Pogorzelski.
No.
It's probably Pavel.
He's a German.
I think he might actually be
Polish man.
Polish or Ukrainian. Anyway. And then, of course, Jorge Lopez. Commonly pronounced George Lopez. So, the biggest thing that pissed me off about this is, and the way they've treated it, and sure they backtracked and said, well, no, the movie's a part of the.
Yeah.
Okay, after it's out of the theaters and it bombed horribly.
Yeah,
because you guys did.
Actually, no, that wasn't part of the new one.
You didn't fucking do anything really to promote it. But yeah, now it's part of the new fucking thing.
We didn't even have time to consider whether we wanted to see it or not. It was pulled out of the theater so quick.
No, I remember I was like, yeah, I do want to see it, and then I was like, yeah, but what's the point? And I remember thinking, what was the point?
Yeah.
And
now I'm kicking myself.
Now I'm kicking myself too.
It was friggin' awesome.
It was so good. My point. This is what I was trying to say. So they had their own version of Spider-Man that they could have used to market and build off of it.
Yep.
I got strong Spider-Man vibes with this.
Oh yeah.
Like it's fucking Spider-Man.
The talking, the eyes.
Spider-Man, Iron Man, and body horror all smashed up in this.
Oh, that transformation.
Oh, it looked painful.
Oh, I was like, that is like
that's rough.
David Cronenberg levels.
Yeah, that's some rough shit right there. I was surprised. I was like, whoa, holy crap, they're really giving it to him. But then the cool part was later with OMAC. And then like his final form when he gets the scarab powers injected into the OMAC, and then it starts like they show it going in and out of his skin, like threading a needle. I was like, I was like, shit, but man, that was cool.
Yeah.
And it looked really good. Like the animation, the cinematography, but the CGI was really good.
CGI was freaking way better than The Flash.
Oh,
way better.
I also liked how, for large parts of this movie, he's in a live action suit.
Yeah.
And luckily, I guess it's because of the color scheme, but luckily the blue and the black was very easy to do the CGI overlay, and I didn't notice it as much.
Yeah.
You know? But, so fuck. Immediately I liked Jaime Reyes.
Yep.
And genius, poor kid who suddenly becomes a superhero. That's fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, check.
Yeah.
The family was great.
And what was it? An insect that injected itself?
Weird. Blue Beetle, Spider-Man. I mean, you could have done some things here. Really missed the boat. The marketing alone should have marketed this like a Spider-Man movie.
Oh yeah, the marketing did not.
Well, there was
do
none.
Movie.
There was none.
Well, I had a couple trailers.
I think I saw one trailer.
The trailers were like, it looked good.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't a. You should absolutely drop everything and see this.
The soundtrack is awesome.
Oh, the soundtrack is awesome.
Man, the soundtrack is so good.
I loved the. I loved how seamlessly they fused. Not I shouldn't say because it's been that way since the character was created, but like the Mexican aspects of this of the culture, like the cultural aspects that are in the characters, like the obviously
like
the
his
family.
first appearance was Final Crisis, right? Like an issue of Final Crisis.
I don't know.
This Blue Beetle.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I think
it is. I think you're right though.
Like it was mid one of the big crossover series or something.
Yeah. But I mean, look at the design. Like his design has relatively been unchanged since he's come out.
Yeah.
There's just been like they make it maybe look a little bit sleeker, but I mean, he looked incredible. The actor is so good.
Oh, he's awesome.
Like so good.
So entertaining.
Oh man. Oh fuck! There's so many there's so many cool parts in this movie, but like even just him like trying to get a job.
Yeah.
That whole thing. The fact that they even referenced Ted Cord and the first one, the original Blue Beetle, Dan something or other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was like, I can't believe that they referenced both.
Well, the whole movie revolved around Cord without him even being in it.
But even just like having Ted Cord, you're like, that's cool. But they also Dan Garrett. They also did the Dan Garrett version, and they showed his costume, and they showed the Blue Beetle, like the Ted Cord costume. I was like, they didn't have to do that at all. They could have had Cord Industries. That's it. It could have just been like LexCorp or Wayne Industries.
Yep.
And that's it. But nope, they actually
went all in.
Steeped all in. They had the Beetle ship and everything.
Yeah.
Man, like
the Beetle shit was awesome.
Oh,
dude,
so good.
Dude, this
so
movie
good.
is so good.
Oh.
I watched this and I was just like, I couldn't take my eye. I didn't look at my phone once. I was just like,
nope.
I can't believe we didn't watch this in the theater.
I
was so mad that we didn't watch it in the theater.
I will say I did have to do it in 2 parts.
Yeah.
I made the cardinal sin of being too tired and starting it.
Mm-hmm.
But even like it was for no other reason other than it was like I have to go to sleep. I have to go to sleep. So I did, but I picked up the next day and I was like looking forward to it. I was like, I have to. Oh, and the whole time I was like, I should, of all the movies, I should have sat there and said, fuck it. Blue Beetle, I don't give a shit. I'm going to go see Blue Beetle. Yeah. That's why I'm saying with Godzilla -1, that's why I'm like, do it now. Just do it now. Do it. So that way, that's it. It's done.
Yeah, I can say,
I did it. Yep. And as opposed to the whole time watching it, and I'm in the same boat. Just
the whole time.
Fuck.
Like the CG was awesome. It looked so good.
So good.
Not once was I taken away with like, ooh, that didn't look good.
No.
Like, this was like, it actually was. It was Iron Man quality.
It was so good.
Like remember in 2008 when Iron Man came out, and I was just like, holy crap, this looks really good.
Oh man, it was so fucking good.
Oh man, DC and Warner dropped the bomb huge on this movie.
Everyone in the movie was good.
Yep.
The
uncle, what was his name?
George Lopez.
Oh, was that him?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I honestly didn't recognize him.
What?
I didn't recognize him.
The only difference between this George Lopez and that George Lopez is the fucking beard.
And the long hair and everything?
But even then, I would argue that because the rest of this part here...
I didn't know that was him.
Wow.
I honestly did not know it was him.
Okay, well...
now it makes sense why he was funny as hell in the whole movie.
Funny as hell, but also, like, really good.
And I really thought they were going to kill him off, not the father.
I especially after they killed the father off.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if they're going to kill both of them.
Yeah. But I really felt like...
might.
Yeah.
They might. And then when I saw him, I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God. Although... killing the dad, like when I knew he was going to have a heart attack.
What a way to do it too. Have a heart attack and so it wasn't even a bad guy that killed him.
No, it was just the scenario.
They took him and he couldn't get to his father.
And it was his fault.
Yeah.
Not, in a roundabout way, but it was still just, because they
sounds familiar too, Spider-Man.
Oh, weird. Weird.
Strange.
But man, it was so great.
I guess killing his uncle would have been a little too on the nose.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, he still has a mentor like uncle.
He does.
Who could probably die in the next movie. Oh, that's right. There's not going to be another.
After teaching him about great power.
yeah, and responsibility. But this was one and done. I'll be amazed if they get a second one in the new. They won't.
They won't get
do
a second one. What I'm hoping is that he pops up in other movies like the Hulk does.
I hope so too. I really hope he does.
Yeah, like I hope James.
But I also hope they actually give him a second movie.
Yeah,
because it was just too good, too fucking good.
It'd be called Blue Beetles.
It would have to be because Ted Cord,
he's
in the Stinger.
Yeah,
you know he's not dead.
Blue Beetles.
He's back. So, but I really hope they don't.
But now that I said it, another horrible thing I'm willing into existence.
Or it'd be like the Blue Beetle, like Blue Beetle 2.
Yeah,
but they'll have the 2 over the Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle squared.
So 2, yeah, exactly. Oh, I was thinking like 2 Blue Beetle, but you're right. 2 Blue Beetle squared. Yeah. So yeah, I'll still take it. I'll watch the movie. I don't care.
I'll take it for sure. I don't care. Name's awful, but I'll watch it.
Even if they call it the 2 Blue Beetles or whatever, I'll be like, I'm still watching this movie. There's no way I'm not. If everyone is involved, the same director, same writer, like, oh man. And even like, fuck the grandma.
Oh, she was
being a revolutionary.
Awesome. She was so.
I was like, that is so fucking awesome. And then you're like, yeah, you're right. We're not that far removed from when she would have had to have been. Well, not had to have been, but to be a revolutionary. And you're like, fuck. And then you're like, what is grandma doing that she can still fucking hold that thing?
Right.
And rip it. Like, she didn't even take a back step. That garden tending does wonders for old people.
Really
I'll tell you right now.
It really does.
When I get to that age, I'm gonna be like, my wife's gonna be like, you're gonna start a garden now? You're in your 60s.
Nice and limber.
I mean, like, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
When I'm 90, I'll still be able to fucking.
When I need to hold a giant gun, I want to be ready.
But she drops the hair, and she's like, and she's literally saying like, you have no idea what I've done with my life. Yeah. I was like, you're right, I don't, but I want to know everything.
Yeah.
I'll take a prequel with just her.
HBO Max. Let's do it. Let's
Give
do
it to me. Give it to me.
Peacemaker could get a show.
They all get different like Blue Beetle weapons.
Grandma Beetle.
They all get different Blue Beetle weapons. I thought, oh, this is fucking great, and they don't care. They're just like, we gotta get Jaime out. We get Jaime out, and everything's fine. But even the bad guy, the guy they got for Omac, he was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved that, like, they played him like a straight up bad guy until you find out he was fucking brainwashed by Susan Sarandon. So, like Victoria Cord, is that Vanessa?
I think Victoria.
I think it was Victoria.
Victoria Cord, yeah.
So she was such a bad bitch.
Yeah,
she was such a
bad bitch. Like, nasty.
You know, and he remembered everything. It was just like, oh fuck.
Was she not also the villain in Green Lantern?
She was in Green Lantern?
No, I'm thinking like, wasn't her in Green Lantern?
Because I thought
it's like one of those actresses from like the
there was Skarsgård because he was Hector Hammond.
Green Lantern film.
Sarandon was not in Green Lantern. There's no way that I cannot remember that she was in that movie.
Oh, maybe she wasn't. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy. It was Angela Bassett and Tim Robbins.
Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe.
But fuck. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
So, and Omac
looked great.
But even just the fact that they were like, let's put Omac in this movie.
Yeah.
Let's heavily reference Ted Cord. Let's also touch upon Dan Garrett and the history of the Scarab. Because Dan Garrett was he was the first person to use the Scarab.
Right.
And then Cord could never get it to work. So that's all comic book stuff. And then Omac, I was just like, what the fuck? In the first like 20 minutes of this movie.
Yeah, I know. When you texted me, you're like, "Oh my god, Omac's in here."
It's like,
I'm thinking, like, yeah, just wait, buddy.
Yeah, just fucking wait. Just fucking wait.
Omac's in a lot more than that.
Oh, like, I can't get over how good this fucking movie was, and it was optimistic, like hopeful and uplifting. Like, yes, shit happened. That scene where his dad was like, "Now I totally understand what my destiny was.
Yeah.
It was to be here with you right now." I was like, oh my god, that's so beautiful. You know, and of course, like, Jaime has to wrestle with the fact that his dad's dead, and it's because of him. And then he has this beautiful moment, like when he's like, come with me, come stay with me. He's like,
Yeah.
I can't, man, I can't, and you can't stay. I was just like, oh man,
Yep.
this is so great. This is so beautiful, so heartfelt. Like there's so much heart in this movie.
Oh, it's so much heart.
And Flash
it's family.
was a cynical cash grab
Yep.
that was banking a nostalgia bucks, and it blew up in their fucking face. Also because they backed an actor.
Oh.
You know, and I mean, to be fair, my understanding is that person is getting all the help that they need, and is also pointing fingers at Warner Brothers and being like, "You didn't fucking help me. You made the situation worse." And it's just kind of like,
Well, that's kind of believable.
Hey, look,
but
we also make our own choices.
Yep.
And I understand we're talking about mental health, and it's not as easy and cut and dry to say choices. Believe me, I know.
Yep.
Because I've been married. I have mental health issues. No, my wife has them. She has them because of me.
Yeah. So your wife doesn't watch this show without saying your wife doesn't watch this show.
No, to be fair, I've made these jokes around my wife. But the fact is, I also said, no, she has mental health issues because she's been married to me. That's the thing.
There it is.
Okay? Because I know.
That makes sense.
I know. Believe me, I know.
Yeah.
I'm not...
Oh, man.
I'm not easy to live with. It's sad, actually. But yeah, so fuck 5 Chris.
Yeah,
5 Chris.
This is right behind Guardians for
fuck
for best degree movie of the year.
Man, nothing tops Guardians. Guardians so good, so good.
Oh,
the best way to say goodbye to these characters.
Yeah,
bittersweet is all get out, but nobody fucking died. No one got rid out of any potential sequels.
Yeah,
it was great, and this was like right neck and neck. I was like, man, this is so good. Also, just one of the better movies I've seen all year. It was so good. Yeah. And we've had a great year.
It's been a good year.
I still haven't even seen Barbenheimer.
I've watched the Barbenheimer.
I know you did.
I'm
going to watch both of them.
To the people that did a double feature, kudos.
I was going to say, yeah, there's no...
I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you watch Oppenheimer for 3 hours.
Ugh.
And Barbie's really great, but it's a lot more dramatic than comedic.
Oh, yeah. I'm not surprised. I was
surprised.
I'm not surprised. But, like, actually, it's kind of funny. I just thought of this now because we referenced it. But apparently, I guess, I don't think it was the director. It wasn't Nolan, but it might have been the producers. But apparently, someone from Oppenheimer called Margot Robbie.
Oh, I heard about that.
I was like, hey, could you push your movie ahead? And she was like, no, why don't you move your date?
Yeah.
And that was it. And I was like, that's fucking funny. But if you think about it, Oppenheimer is incredibly lucky that Barbenheimer went viral.
Yeah.
Whoever thought that up is a fucking genius.
Some guy probably hashtagged it on
5
Twitter.
raises. Give that guy 5 raises and just sit under his tree for the next couple of years because he's going to have some ideas. Maybe not 10. We always kind of peter out after a while. But because
no, I really don't think Oppenheimer would have made as much as
it wouldn't have.
Without
Barbie
was
always going to make that.
Yes.
As soon as I saw that trailer, I was like, that's $1 billion. There's no fucking way.
Even said when we went to the movies where everyone was in pink.
Yep.
It's like, my God, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This is like us at the Avengers.
Yeah, like it was cool to see other people geeking out on
over something different.
Yeah, that we, and I get it. I'm like, yep, I totally get it.
Yep.
Like we're fucking wearing superhero shirts at these shows because that's what you do.
That's what we do. And
we saw people in costumes, and no one was like, loser.
We had a damn good streak of watching every Marvel movie opening night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a good streak.
Yeah, good luck, Marvel, getting us back.
Yeah,
you gotta work for it. Gotta fucking work for it. Echo's a step in the right direction, I'll tell you.
I'm gonna be at Deadpool 3 opening night.
Well, Deadpool 3, yes.
Yeah.
There are certain movies that are going to be there opening.
Yeah.
Deadpool 3 is one of them. Deadpool 3 is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
In the next slate? Right now, Kraven is looking like opening night.
Kraven looks damn good. Even Madam Web looks good.
Madam Web looks so much better than I thought ever possible.
I think I'm actually going to enjoy both of them.
I honestly, I think I am going to too. Like, I shit on Madam Web hard.
We both did.
I shit on it harder than
mean,
you. I shit
it's
on it a
Madam Web.
lot harder than you.
You think of Man Web, you think of little frail old lady.
I think of Aunt May in a fucking wheelchair.
Yeah.
With goggles. But that's the animated. Well, that's her design.
her.
That's her design. I didn't think they were gonna go this route.
Dakota Johnson.
I also didn't think that we were gonna get Ezekiel.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I didn't think that we were also gonna get every other version of Spider-Woman. Nope. If you would have told me that, I would have been like, there's no fucking way.
What?
There's no fucking way. And okay, so some of the scenes in there, the CGI didn't look that great. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm okay.
Yeah, it's a ways off.
It's fine.
They'll tighten it up a bit more.
Craven looks fucking really
Craven
good.
looks good.
That looks just really good.
Yeah, I think Aaron Taylor Johnson's gonna nail it.
I had no issues with the casting.
No, Cassie's.
I had no issues with the casting.
Even Russell Crowe being like the older Craven.
Yep. Had no issues with the casting, but I mean it's the same with Morbius. I had and the Venom movies. No issues with the cast. I was leery about Woody Harrelson as Cletus.
Yeah,
I was
like Woody Harrelson a decade ago, maybe.
Yeah,
but...
I don't want to say I was completely in. I was like I had to see.
He is in his 60s now.
He was really good.
He was.
I just, I mean, imagine what's his face, the guy that played It.
Right.
Imagine him, because he's who I picture as.
You know who I actually pictured? The guy that played the Joker on Gotham. And that from
Shameless. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He would have been real good.
Cassie?
He would have been real good,
mm-hmm.
Especially because he's definitely got that lanky but muscular build.
Yeah.
He's also really good. So
he's
really
I agree.
Actor. I agree. Yeah, he would. Oh, you just changed it. You changed
Cameron
it
something. Yeah, he would have been great. I think.
You just changed it for me because now that's what I picture.
Yeah. Straight up,
fuck that guy who played It, even though he's also really good.
Oh, I can't wait to see him as Nosferatu. Oh,
I really.
I
mean, fuck! The Last Voyage of Demeter. Now we've got Nosferatu. Vampires are coming back, baby, and I'm here for it.
It's gonna be creepy and so.
Oh, good. Bubba Hotep 2.
Yeah.
With fucking
let's do it.
Vampire aliens. I think that's what the second one was supposed to be. Or cosmic vampires or something like that.
Yeah.
Bubba Hotep and the Cosmic Vampires, I think, was supposed to be the sequel.
Something like that, yeah.
Anyway, so what else do you want to talk about with the Blue Beetle? Come on.
Come on. I don't know. We've used awesome a lot.
And so good.
It's so good. So good. Don't be afraid of the fact that it's kind of in the DCEU, because even though I don't think the DCEU is as bad as everyone else does.
No.
This is a fantastic film.
This is one of their best.
This is a better superhero movie than probably almost half of the last dozen or so Marvel's done.
Well, I think the biggest reason is because it's unabashedly a superhero movie.
Yeah.
It's not trying to be anything else. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having a superhero spy thriller or a superhero horror flick or a superhero this. But there's also, it's okay to be a superhero movie.
Yeah.
And to embrace it. Also, I fucking still cracked up at that Batman as a fascist line.
That was great.
Because poor people are going to look at Batman and go, fuck that fascist.
Yeah.
You know? Why wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Until he's saving them. And then they're like, we've never had a problem with you, Batman. You're the coolest guy ever. You are the greatest capitalist of all time. You are not a fascist at all.
I'm so happy you're George Clooney again.
Also, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? And your reasoning behind it was, well, we didn't want anyone to think Ben Affleck was going to be in Batman in the new one. No one's thinking that. Because
Nobody thought that.
No one, because
nobody.
You also, Matt Reeves' Batman is still a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you're telling us that's the final movie in the Snyderverse. Then give me Ben Affleck for 2 more seconds.
Seriously, you're making a Flash movie with 2 Batmans. Well, Matt Reeves' Batman's already existing.
Yeah.
And you're worried about me thinking Ben Affleck's coming back?
At no point. And also, you have to give me a little bit more redemption for that blue atrocity.
Yeah.
You know, the color scheme was awesome. I loved seeing him in blue and gray.
Mm-hmm.
Never thought I'd see it. I thought it looked awesome.
Yeah.
But the costume was gross.
Yeah.
Nothing about that.
Why could it not have been the Justice League costume in blue? Oh, right, because Zack Snyder wasn't involved.
Yeah.
We can't make it look like Zack's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zach.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it also does kind of look like Zack's.
You see, someone asked Zach if he would ever do anything with Marvel, and he said the only thing he'd be interested in would be Daredevil.
Yeah, I saw that. Don't get Snyder to do Daredevil. Nope.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I honestly don't think there's anything in Marvel I'd want Zach to do. And I love Zack Snyder. I do. But like thinking about it,
I'm not a diehard Zack Snyder, but I do like his stuff.
what could he do in Marvel? What character would he suit?
The tough part is that like, because he said in interviews that he was a heavy metal guy,
Yeah.
like that fancy. Well, you know,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
mean the music.
know.
I mean
Yeah,
heavy metal.
yeah, I know what you mean.
So he said he was that guy. So for him, he would have like his thing was always just like he said like he'd have Batman be like a murderer or like in death row type of thing. It's just
Yeah.
like, okay, Edgelord, I get it.
Yeah.
You're a badass. But I mean, the go-to would be like some sort of like I was thinking Ghost Rider or something like that.
I was thinking Deathlock.
Or actually, yeah.
I was thinking like a character along those lines. Or hey, go with the Marvel UK stuff and do Death's Head.
I was just gonna say because you said Deathlock, and I know I think Deathlock, and I immediately think Death's Head because I read a bunch of Death's Head books.
Yeah.
Or why not both? But yeah, Deathlock. Oh, Deathlock would be really cool because you could do Deathlock because he's from the future.
Yeah.
So he comes back in time, and then you could either do it where he's Deathlock in the future too.
Yeah.
And that's how it happens. He could go bonkers.
You could literally just take your cyborg and bring him over and call him.
He could just do another movie, all style, no substance movie.
Yeah.
Just like he mostly does.
It's lots of murder.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, Deathlock for sure.
Zack Snyder for Deathlock.
Yep.
Hashtag.
I'm in.
Hashtag. Get it going.
Don't do Daredevil.
Yeah.
I
do
don't.
Daredevil. Well, Daredevil's busy now, anyways.
Yeah. Daredevil he's untouchable right now.
Yeah, because there's no one else that I really think. Maybe Angela.
I always forget that she's part of that.
Part of Marvel now.
Yeah, Angela, you could definitely do.
Yeah.
You could. Oh fuck, Heaven and Hell.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be.
That could be something you could do.
It would look pretty fucking awesome.
That would look.
Like to be
It
fair,
would look damn good.
like even Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
Sucker Punch is a terrible movie, horribly
But
bad.
visually
But
beautiful.
damn, does it ever look cool?
Visually beautiful.
There are aspects where I'm still just like, okay, buddy, like these are supposed to be young women here. Actually, they're supposed to be girls.
Yeah.
Okay, they're girls, so tone that shit down. But some of those scenes just looked crazy.
Yeah.
You know, they can't all be like 300.
No.
300 was awesome.
300 was awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so it's just fucking just hate how much this movie got shit on, and it shouldn't have.
No.
It's like Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi got shit on, and it was like,
I think it's people that never even saw these movies shitting on them.
Oh, it is. It is. Most of the stuff, I guarantee you, is just...
Shang-Chi was awesome.
Shang-Chi was great.
Like
holy fuck.
I wish I could have seen that in the theater, but it was COVID when it came out.
We couldn't.
We
I wish I could have seen
Yeah.
it in the theater too, because, man, I would have loved it. I still think it's awesome.
Yep.
It's fucking great.
It's so different. It doesn't feel like a Marvel movie. You see a little bit of Wang and Abomination in there, but other than that, it feels like it's just its own. It feels like a big budget Jackie Chan movie from Hong Kong.
I disagree. I said I described it as it's a wushu movie made by Marvel. Like it's Marvel's version of a wushu movie.
Okay, yeah.
You know, but I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing because I mean, Winter Soldier is Marvel's version of a suspenseful spy thriller.
Yep.
Right. And yeah, I'm putting Shang-Chi in that category because I feel it's that good. Like it was such a good movie. It was like such a great way to introduce this character that we're probably never going to see again now.
I don't think so. Which is shitty.
Yeah, super shitty.
Really shitty.
Like I know they have said that Shang-Chi 2 is still on the way. But I mean, how long? And it's mainly the actor. Like he's
The fact that it's not even announced, with like they've been like, here's phase 5 and 6 and all their release dates, and it's not in there.
Yeah,
it's not.
And
happening.
I mean,
it's not happening.
For fuck's sakes, he's like he did Barbie.
Yeah.
So he's gonna do Barbie 2. Like he's gonna be in Barbie 2. He's gonna be in Barbie 3.
We're gonna see
his career is beyond Shang-Chi now.
We're gonna see him in Marvel again. It's gonna be in one of those Avengers movies. But Shang-Chi's not getting another movie.
His franchise is done.
Honestly, Shang-Chi would be a better TV show. Give Shang-Chi a 6-issue series. Six issue.
Yeah. The only if they're gonna do what they said now, like if they're gonna treat it like an actual like series, where they do an arc, and there's progression, right? Don't do a 6-hour Shang-Chi 2. Like, don't do a 6-hour movie like they've done. I know that they're like Echo is supposed to be like an actual TV show.
Yeah.
Right. And then obviously Born Again, that's one of the reasons why I got pushed again, because they're like, no, we're actually going to treat this like the Netflix show for some reason.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's almost like that was critically acclaimed or something.
Yeah. Also, every season had a beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
But enough of a taste to make me want to keep watching. So anyway, Blue Beetle. Fuck, we slept on it. We were told to sleep on it. We listened. We actually listened and
we did.
And slept on it.
And I regret it.
And I regret it too.
You'll never get me again, Warner.
Did you see Barbie in the theater?
No.
Who did Warner didn't do Oppenheimer.
No, yeah, they did. Yeah, that was Universal.
No.
Yeah.
Although they might do Nolan movies after.
Oh, they're gonna take him back.
Yeah.
We made a horrible mistake.
Yeah, we're so sorry.
We're so sorry. We still did pretty good on that day.
Although,
but
if I was Warner Brothers, I'd probably just be like, I'd Vince McMahon and would be like, hold on, your movie wasn't over. Yeah. Barbenheimer was over.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's 100% true.
It is.
If anyone at Oppenheimer, like part of that, had said, no, this movie was always going to do $1 billion.
Yep.
Whether Barbenheimer or not, I'd be like, you're fucking lying. Or give me some of that Kool-Aid because it's probably going to taste good.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh, it would have made $1 billion. It would have made money. Nolan movies make money. Tenet is different. We can't really.
Yeah, I mean,
it
sucked.
I don't think Tenet would have made as much money as his previous movies, without COVID. Like
but it probably would have hit 100 million.
It would have made money.
Yeah,
but just enough, because like you walk out. Like I watched that movie twice.
Good for you, man.
No, that's not true. I watched it in 2 parts. I've never done that with a Nolan movie.
It was so bad it felt like you watched it twice.
It was the scenes, like the backward scenes and the forward scenes, like it's shot incredibly. Like it's absolutely shot amazing.
Yeah.
And the actors are great. It's just what the fuck? People from the future are the future's dead, but they want to make sure that the future dies because they have all the money. But he has to make it so that what?
I think I was around 3/4 through. I was like, I'm just going to take it in visually at this point. This story makes no sense.
I think I stopped too.
I literally went, why did you not get your brother to help you write this?
Because they had a falling out, I guess.
Oh, man.
Couldn't say you're sorry.
Oppenheimer's one thing. It's based on a true story. You got a whole bunch of shit to base it off of. Next time he does an original by himself, I want to see if it turns out like Tenet again.
I think he's learned his lesson.
I fucking hope
he strikes me as the kind of guy that would. But actually, no, that's not true because he's also super arrogant. Yeah, because it was his call was to put it in theater.
Yeah,
but didn't they do theater and April or stream simultaneous, or was it theater first?
Theater first.
Okay.
It was after Tenet's performance that Warner said, no, it's going streaming day one
Yeah,
for the rest of our movies for this year.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But it was also the critics shit on it though.
Yeah.
They didn't. They shit on the plot.
Yep.
They also shit on his sound. They're like, well, it's a Nolan movie, so you can't hear dialogue ever.
Why
And
even have a script?
When you actually hear the dialogue, you don't know what the fuck's going on anyway.
Mhm.
And yeah, some of this shit looks really cool because of course it does, but if you don't know what the fuck's going on, who cares?
Yep.
It's just a bunch of random things that are happening that look cool, but also weird at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, Blue Beetle.
What's up, Blue Beetle?
Overall, like I said, 5 Chris's out of 5 for me.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah,
I
it's
enjoyed
great.
it.
Go watch it, everybody.
I loved it. It was man. And they set up really good for a sequel. Even though we'll never get it.
Yeah, DC's really good at setting up sequels that we'll never get.
Ugh.
Like,
We're gonna have
really.
you
good.
realize we're gonna have to watch Shazam 2 soon, eh?
Oh, I keep forgetting that exists.
I never even wanted to watch it in the first place, but I knew we had to. Well, we don't have to, but
we don't have to.
But I do like the idea of having another Tale of 2 Shazams, though, or Captain Marvels, I should say, because that is fucking funny. That was genius when you said that. I was like, oh.
Maybe instead of saying 2, we should just say an unfortunate tale.
Yeah, this one will be an unfortunate tale of 2 Marvels. two Marvels, because yeah.
The sequel no one wanted.
But again, like that was the same thing that they did with Blue Beetle. They were just like, don't bother watching it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, they go, don't bother watching it, and then they go, oh, our movies aren't making any money. What the fuck? Oh, I guess we have to make another Batman movie. It's like, well, no.
No, you don't have to.
You made enough money with Shazam to justify Shazam 2. All you had to do was do the same thing.
Yep.
Just bigger and a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Yeah. Pretty simple.
Also, marketing. I'm talking about with this shit.
I totally forget that came out this year. I keep thinking it was just like Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman, that's it. Oh, yeah, no, Shazam's in there too somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know,
wow.
do the thing you did with Black Adam.
Yeah.
Because they marketed the shit out of Black Adam.
Yeah. But Black Adam was good.
Was good. It wasn't great.
It's good.
It was bordering on greatness.
It really was. I loved Black Adam. Again,
really good.
Awesome soundtrack. GSA was so cool.
GSA was awesome.
They were.
GSA actually made the movie for me. They weren't in
Pierce
it.
Brosnan, Dr. Fate was so good.
But even the guy who was Hawkman, he was so good.
Yeah, he was really good too. The Atom.
Yeah, the kid. No,
Cyclone?
Adam Smasher.
Adam Smasher.
Cyclone also good.
Yep.
Also, like JSA in general, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they were in the movie. They fucking made it for me. Without them, the movie still would have been good.
Yeah.
But with them, bordering on greatness.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I just
But it is kind of funny that movie has been in like developmental hell since since Man of Steel.
Yeah. Before Man of Steel.
No, that's right. It was before Man of Steel.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking
he
like,
signed on to in like 2011 or something.
I remember thinking like, okay, yeah, sure, but Black Adam?
Yeah. And then we got to the point where he just kept making like 4 movies a year. None of them were Black Adam. We're like, oh, I guess Black Adam's what happened.
But also, why would you start with Black Adam?
Yeah.
Without introducing Shazam.
Well, at first it was he's going to be the villain of Shazam. And then it was like, oh, he's going to do his own movie.
But then he should have been the villain of Shazam 2. But of course, by the time the movie comes out, well,
yeah,
Black Adam's more of an anti-hero in the comic books.
Mhm.
So, and I actually think he was always going to be an anti-hero. Like, he was
Yeah.
always going to try and be cool instead of the bad guy like he should have been.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I guess that is the end of the Snyder DCEU.
Nope, still got Aquaman too.
Oh, right. Well, I'm definitely seeing that in the theater.
Oh, me too.
There's no way I'm not
You
seeing
know
it
what?
in the theater. It looks great.
That's going to be great.
It looks fucking great. It's a shame that it's not going to hit the heights that it hit.
Yep.
With the first one.
I still think it's going to do decent.
I think it's going to do good.
Especially since there's nothing this Christmas besides that.
But they need to market it. Don't give me one trailer.
Oh, it's not going to come close to a billion.
No. I'm not even.
I'm
suggesting
thinking
that.
3 to 4 though.
I'm
like
thinking
it's
3 to 4.
maybe 5 tops.
I think it'll do Black Adam numbers, which is around 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
If it does anything beyond that, it's going to be on word of mouth, like people that watched it,
Right.
and that was like, hey, remember Aquaman? Remember how everyone loved Aquaman? Yeah, if you liked that one, then I honestly think you'll like this.
They
one.
didn't do it any favors though by saying, "Oh, Jason Momoa is going to be a different character."
Again, like why?
Do
Why the fuck?
you guys not like money? Do
Is
you not like money?
is Lobo going to be in any of the first run of movies? No.
No.
They haven't even announced a
Also,
movie for him.
Lobo sucks.
Yeah. Also, yeah, you know what? He's not that great.
Yeah, Lobo's literally like albino Jason Momoa riding a motorcycle.
Well, when you say it that way, it does sound pretty fucking cool.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be cool, but
to be fair, like as
it's
a
going to be
visual,
cool. It's going to be cool.
as a visual,
Yeah.
who else are you going to get to play Lobo? I mean, Momoa is from a visual standpoint.
From a visual,
Lobo.
but you could get any guy to grow their hair out and play Lobo. Did you watch that new Furiosa trailer?
Yes.
Did you recognize Chris Hemsworth at first?
Yes.
Like right off the bat? Even with the big nose and everything? It took me, not the first clip, but the next clip, I was like, holy shit, that's Hemsworth.
For me, it was, is that Chris Hemsworth? And then it was, oh, that's Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes. But
that's what I'm saying, though. You could put makeup on anyone and make them look like Lobo.
Yeah.
Ron Perlman doesn't look like Hellboy.
But I'm arguing, but the reality is they should never have. First of all, they should never have said, okay, DCEU is dead, and we're going to do our new one.
Horrible mistake.
We're going to do our new line when they had, they actually had, 4 movies? Because it was Black Adam.
Yep.
No, Black Adam. They announced it after Black Adam. That's right.
They announced it right during the marketing run of Black Adam. That's when James Gunn was hired on.
Right.
We still didn't know what was happening.
And we didn't know what was happening.
Because it was like literally right after the whole Henry's back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, oh no, he's not back.
But that's what I mean.
It's like a month later.
So Black Adam wasn't a part of that.
Yeah.
But then it's Shazam 2.
Yep.
Blue Beetle.
Yep.
So three whole fucking movies.
Canceled Batgirl.
And canceled Batgirl. So, 3 whole fucking movies, and that they basically said don't
4.
watch. What's the 4th one?
4 plus Batgirl, so 5.
Okay, but Batgirl doesn't count because it was canceled.
Okay, so you got Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
You got
Shazam,
Flash, Aquaman.
Oh, right, Flash. That's right. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's right. So 4. That's right. That's
4.
That's right.
And then the canceled announced ones.
That's right. But again, I'm not counting those. But they said those 4 movies.
Yeah.
But the weirdest part is they said these 4 movies are part of a version of this universe that's dead now. And then they immediately went, but go see The Flash because it's going to be fucking incredible.
Why did they say
the greatest
dead?
Fucking superhero movie of all time for this dead universe?
Why didn't they just simply say there's a multiverse? After Aquaman, we're going to go over to this multiverse and tell you stories.
They don't even have to do that. All they have to do...
You don't have to say dead, though.
No, all they have to do is shut their fucking mouths until that slate of movies is out.
Right.
So Aquaman 2, gauge it. If it's making money, shut your mouth. If it's not making money, then immediately go, don't worry, guys. James Gunn, was hired for a reason, and we've got... an animated movie.
Yeah.
But that's not really the lead off, even though that's the first movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
But we're also doing Superman. And Waller. Waller's and Peacemaker, those are the only characters. Well, of course, Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Peacemaker was never...
I'm so torn on it because I love Peacemaker. I want another Peacemaker. But at the same time, don't fucking fire all these people and keep your guys around. How's that look?
Yeah, it's really fun, but it's one of those where it's like, okay, out of all the things that you're keeping, I mean, granted, I know you said Blue Beetle retroactively. I get that, but we all know.
Yeah.
It's not going to get the second one. It should. I really hope it does. It's not going to.
Not. No.
We'll be lucky if he's in other movies.
Yeah.
Because again, What the fuck? And also, you're right. Like, Peacemaker was never in doubt.
Yeah.
And they announced the Waller Max series.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
That's
I
what I
like
wanted.
the character. And that's
100% Waller with 0% Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah. I don't care about her
What are we
backstory.
gonna-
Or
The
just
story of her and her daughter when they're not fighting crime.
do the same thing you've been doing with
Yeah.
her since the beginning.
I don't
Have her show up as
care
the
about her.
background, but like a Lex Luthor type where she's just in the background, and then eventually she gets her moment in one movie, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Then she's smacked back down, and if you don't kill her, because they mostly do in these movies, but
They
if you
do.
don't kill
They
her,
do.
you can have her come back at a later date. But
No, they're not doing that.
I never once said I want to have 8 episodes or 6 episodes or even 5 episodes. Hell, I don't even want an entire 2-hour movie devoted to Waller. I don't care about her that much. Just like I don't want to see 2 hours of Lex Luthor. I don't give a shit.
I don't care about that.
Fuck. Although if Lex Luthor had a Max series, I probably would watch it. I shouldn't.
Well, that's different.
I shouldn't speak. Like
Well,
that.
I don't know. I'm still.
Actually,
I don't know.
on the
I don't know if
actor.
I'm going to watch the Penguin show.
I don't. I'm not. I'm not watching.
There's just certain characters that are better being just side characters.
Yeah.
Like Agatha.
Yeah. Yeah.
She needs her own TV series.
I love Catherine Hahn, and
Me
I love
too.
Agatha, and she definitely was a high point. Like, it was, honestly, it was at the point where I was starting to go, I don't know about WandaVision, and then they start going into it, and her character is getting more involved, and I'm like, no, I'm back in. I'm back in.
Yep.
I'm gonna watch the rest of this. We're all good. We're all good. But yeah, I wasn't like, so yeah, let's have a TV show with just her.
Yeah, never.
Why couldn't she have been in the
Think of all the
Doctor
Marvel
Strange
characters.
Mouth of Madness, like,
right? All the Marvel characters that have never had TV shows or movies. Here's Agatha with her own show.
If you're that confident, give her a movie.
Yeah, do it.
If you're that confident,
do it.
Give her a movie.
I
put it in the
dare
theater.
you.
Exactly. Don't pussyfoot around and put her on a Disney Plus TV show. Put her on the fucking marquee.
See about the new Alien movie coming out?
No.
Next summer.
What?
From the director of the 2013 Evil Dead.
Oh.
And it takes place in between Alien and Aliens.
Oh, goddamn, guys. Don't do this to me.
Yeah.
Don't break my heart like this.
Yeah. Oh.
Because I sat through Prometheus.
I can't wait. Oh,
I've tried to watch Prometheus a couple of times.
I love Prometheus. Not as an alien movie, but I really enjoyed it as, you know what it was? It was a restricted sci-fi movie, and I feel like we don't get those anymore.
No, we don't. But every time I watch it, I'm like, everyone in this movie is dumb.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I get it. Like, you're not, just because you're a scientist.
Yeah.
Like, just because you're an expert scientist in this field doesn't mean you're a genius.
Yeah.
Period. Like, you could be a dumb fucking idiot, but really know chemicals.
Yeah.
But not one person is intelligent in this movie at all. And just basic shit. I'm sorry, but like, you're on a planet. You have no idea if there's oxygen, but you went into this cave.
Yeah.
Like, up until the cave part, you had the mask on.
Yeah.
You walked into the cave. That's open. You didn't close the door behind you. Then you went, psh, oh yeah, we can breathe. Hey, there's a weird fucking thing. Why don't I get in close? It's not even cute. It's a weird looking alien thing. But yeah, let's get as close as possible to it.
I thought he had his mask under now and it burnt through it.
Maybe? I might be wrong.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
It's been a while for me too. And to be honest, the last time I watched it was more or less just like, there's no way I'm gonna like this movie. You know, like you are like, I knew going into it, I was like, there's no fucking way. I watched it with Michelle. I watched it with Michelle, and she's like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, okay, great, it's not just me. You want to shut this off? Yeah, we'll shut this off. Because like, I try to give it a go enough times because like, I like Ridley Scott. And, I mean, sure, it was supposed to be an Aliens movie.
Yep.
Okay, fine. Like, it's an Aliens prequel. That's fine. Ugh, it's bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, Blue Beetle. Blue
Beetle
Beetle was awesome. So good.
2 thumbs up!
So good. this another long Camcast, but we haven't had one in a while, so
This is 2 hours. This is good. I
Okay.
wanted to keep it around 2.
okay. All right.
We're good.
So
'Cause
thanks.
We went way over last time.
Yeah, we were. Oof. I got home at like 11.
It was
I'm like,
late.
what?
It was late.
And I'm yelling, and your
Yeah.
wife's in bed. Anyway, so Geek Pantsers, thanks again for joining us
Oh,
on
I'm
episode
warm.
180. This is awesome. We're coming up on 200. Can't fucking wait. So
We got 181 first, though.
we're coming up on 2, though.
We are coming up on
So
2.
it's okay to
Isn't that
say
a
that.
sick shirt?
It is sick. Actually, it is a really sick shirt. Oh.
Oh,
So so I'm looking at this and I'm like trying to pick out the artist, right? And it's obviously Jim Lee. It's Jim Lee.
yeah, it's Jim.
Yeah. So obviously Jim Lee.
Yeah.
And so I was at Walmart buying batteries
Yeah.
because life sucks and you have to go to Walmart to buy batteries.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they had like a Batman calendar,
Yeah.
and it was artists, right? So I just flipped it over. I'm like, let's see how many artists I can get. Nailed them all. To be fair, 4 of them were Jim Lee, just different pictures. And I even said that I was like, well, 4 of them are Jim Lee, so I don't know if that's really impressive. But that's still 8 of the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. So 4 were Jim Lee, 2 were Tony S. Daniel. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
all right. But it was like New 52 and then previously.
Oh, yeah?
So I was like, that's kind of cool. One of the Jim Lee's was the Luke Fox version of Batman, with the
Yeah. Yep.
but I'm still just like, well, it's still Jim Lee. Fuck, now I can't remember. There was shit. Anyway, Geek Pantsers, thanks again for checking us out. You can see us on YouTube. You can see us on Instagram. You can see us on Facebook. You can see us on geekpantsmedia.com. You can also hear us on Spotify, Audible, SoundCloud, Apple, and Google Podcasts.
Damn it, man.
So
You
we're
good.
almost everywhere, but
Good.
but Twitter is dead to me. So
It's dead to Elon Musk, too.
no, well, yeah,
X going to give it to
yeah,
you.
that's right. X gonna give it to you. And on that note, see ya for 181.
Woo! Oh, man. Let's outro that.
These pancakes are delicious.